And so hit dice help determine your health and how much you heal during a short You have 2. Because you get 7.
Dun dun dun! Alright. Welcome to Nycos D&D. Fellstone Chronicles. Oh, you want the fuzzy cover?
I'm just curious. I don't know if we need it.
All it does is stops the popping of the P's and the S's.
And from this distance, it really wouldn't make too much of a difference.
But
Cover your ears.
it's going to get quiet.
No,
Gotta put on its afro.
Okay, it's fixed. Alrighty. So this is Nycos D&D, the Fellstone Chronicles. Today's episode, you'll notice we now have the header on each of the episodes so that I don't have to hold up my cheesy little sign anymore.
Just keep in mind,
This is the
all charisma
Sanguine
ones,
Ziggurat.
intimidation, persuasion.
Before we get to our actual session, and we will have some have a new face to introduce to you here in a moment, but until then, let's do our news so far.
He doesn't really have your role.
Go ahead and get it. Here we go.
Thank you.
You were trying to hand it to you and you weren't.
Oh, sorry.
Alrighty. So this is our story so far in other parts of the world. In Mornglade, in the city of Cauldron. Rejoice, for the heroes of Cauldron have returned to the now. Miri has her god back, Rosima has his guild back, and Ralgrim has his wings back. King Kush, alas, did not survive. Good thing Ralgrim didn't caught in the other time. Ska! Alright. Meanwhile, in Eldrasar, Captain Blackheart and crew made new friends and signed bounty alliances with a burgeoning new dragonborn culture of a land they are calling Dragonia. Zolder lost his paladinhood, Braun his life, and Kriv, once again, his mind. But that last one was no surprise to anyone, of course. But what of Callisto, the chosen one? Or Leo, now convinced that his father, or at least one of them, is indeed alive?
Daddy?
Meanwhile, in Bambray, a second foray into the Tauros ruins only begged itself into requiring a third. An awakening has occurred in the city as an ancient power arises, and the adventurers forestalled an overt battle.
So next.
In the process, they found themselves trying to resolve an ancient puzzle, of which there were 5 pieces, and that you must pass 3.
This is just bonus.
With 2 failures behind them and only 1 success, they have but 1 opportunity to resolve the final 2 pieces. Will they find their way out of the Tauran ruins, or will evil actually win a foothold in Fulcrum? There's challenge in the balance. Stay tuned. Meanwhile, in Myrmidon, near the city of Shadis, and this quote actually is a live report, and we're getting it directly in from one of the cast members. This is, by the way, not a repeat of the previous week's report. Although you may recall 2 weeks ago one of their player members lost a hand in a battle. This report sounds eerily familiar and yet is referring not to the same fiche, but instead to a rogue. Woe is me, as I am the most handsomest and talentedest thief in all of Shadaz. I lost my hand today, my most dexterous and wondrous hand, to a booby trap deep in the ruins. Now, who cares about this ancient technology or alien material? Who cares about the success or failure of a mission? How can I possibly go on without my dexterous right hand? The others seem to only think about power, and I just want to know where I'm going to hang that extra ring of power when I get it.
I like it.
All right. So that brings us to our story so far here. We will get to that as soon as we introduce the cast. As you can hear, there's a small scuttle over here to the right-hand side of my, or left-hand, stage left of my screen, but that's as these guys are finishing a character update. So we will go around to the left here first, and which is stage right, and have the characters introduce themselves, character class, race, and
so you get a skill feat called Bardic Inspiration.
What do you expect to find in the
bonus action.
Sanguine
You
Ziggurat?
get to inspire people to
In
do
character
a little
out.
better
Hmm?
In character or out?
It's a
In
plus
character.
one, right?
Alright.
No. It's a.
I am Cody. I play Wraith Tennyson, the Hexblade Warlock. I am half Undrin.
You can only give
And
one inspiration at a time. And
I
bonus
expect to
actions.
find a bunch of bloody
The target just has
heathens
to be able
inside
to
this
see or
temple.
understand you.
People who worship control and know nothing of freedom.
My name's Travis
As you
Hancock,
level up, it will get
and I
to-
play
as
Valer,
actually
the
to 12s,
Dragonborn Paladin.
but that's later.
And I think we're gonna find a wee bit of
And you get spell
adventure inside the Ziggurat,
sheet.
and maybe some high-risk diplomacy, if you
So
will.
you get 2 cantrips for
Yeah,
each. My recommendation is
diplomacy.
just put 2 little dash marks.
Okay, we do not advocate violence. It is
Yes,
a game.
we do.
It is a game, guys.
Not in real life. In fantasy realm, however.
All bets are off. Yes.
They deserved it.
Up to you, Glim.
Up to you, Glenn.
Oh, do I?
I gotta go grab my character sheet.
I'm sorry, was there any special,
What do you think?
What do you
would
think
be
you're
in
going to
the
find in the Sanguine Ziggurat?
this? I'm Matt. I play Glim, the Orange Veil Tink Gnome. What does Glim think he'll find in there? Well, there's a lot of guys going in and out, right? Maybe a sandwich? Nice buffet?
True love.
Perhaps Glim will find it.
A rutabaga?
Definitely.
And now introducing our newest member of the cast. She's still in development. The character may not even have a name yet. We'll hopefully find out. Lisa, take it away.
My name is Lisa. I play a half-elf named Clarinella. She's a Green Veil bard and folk hero. Anything else? What I hope to find?
Yeah, what you hope to find.
She is looking for healing potions, rare healing potions.
Excellent. Alrighty, and so... Oh, Hermit Crab wants to know whether you're hoping to find the secret to gingerbread life.
Glim is now working on his top secret spell. Hell, it's quite a work in progress, but if Glim is successful, he will successfully have made ginger life for all.
Next.
And he will dub it Glimberbread.
Alrighty, so with that, we are outside of the Ziggurat. We've stayed in a local hostel, and the word hostel probably is most appropriate because if I remember correctly, as you are the sole dragonborn in the area, you did get quite a few
Got a little kid.
double takes
He's got
and
toys, has spells, no,
the
no,
undue
toys, not
attention,
about that
perhaps.
point, but spell slots
I was called a monster on the way into the
basically your
city.
daily allowance of batteries.
You
I
were
wasn't.
called-
Toys.
Yeah.
that
You were
draw
called a
on
monster?
battery,
Yeah, I'm half
So you can choose to
It's
put.
just-
Oh, well, there is that. There's that horrible.
Well, some older editions.
We're
you have to
also
declare each spell,
specifically
so
looking
spell
for
slots, if you want to
Malachus
cast the same spell twice, you have
to
to declare it
save
that way.
Voca.
You don't have to
Voice
do
of
that
the
this one
East.
because you could choose to use the same spell twice in a row, or
All right.
two
Lord
different
knows
spells.
a
And
good
I
Possibly
dragon is better
morally
than a red
evil
velvet.
dragon.
As I level up.
Which I'm
Correct.
hoping to change.
Which is going to actually
moment
prove
you
to
have two
be
slots and four.
proof that you are Orange Veil after all, because you believe pipe dreams.
The rest of the stuff doesn't matter, right?
Alrighty.
Well, so this is level 1. That's your
So,
proficiency bonus
as
at
they're
level
finishing
1.
up the details, we
This
will
is
be
the skills that you
in
got.
completing a long rest
Spells
at the
bonus
inn,
and first level spells
which is
bonus.
kind of surprising. You actually, as you recall, the way they resolved this is they cast silence on the hallways. So,
We did go out
No.
the day before
There is no
and
quickening
talk to the
in fifth
guardsmen
edition
Right.
because
and
there's
ask them where to find Malachus. They told me that he's most likely in the monks' quarters?
So you get to choose 2 from this list for your
The,
cantrips
the
and
Brotherhood's
4 from
quarters?
this list.
The something quarters
Friends?
in the Ziggurat
It's a charm spell.
or nearby.
So, you
Oh,
can
okay.
ingratiate yourself with somebody.
yes,
You only
they,
have
yeah,
to
they
cast
would have
spell.
told you that
You know
he's.
you did it, and typically they're
I'm trying to think
not
what the
too
term
happy.
was I used. You're right. It
it's
wasn't
mind
either one of
altering.
those. But let me think for a second, and I'll come up with which
What
one.
is
Monastery?
mending?
No.
Is that clothes or people?
What is- I
People,
thought I said
it
mendicant
can
or
be
something like that. I'm
its
trying to remember. It
clothes
was
and
the idea of
items.
the
So you can
cloister.
You can
That was the
fix
cloister.
a broken key. You can fix like a
yes,
broken
so
mirror.
that you would find him in the cloister.
So long as you can find all the pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna use an H
Right.
hand.
And I gave the young girl what was her race?
She was a rat folk. I'm not sure what
And I
John's
can see in the dark,
specific
so I
name
don't
for
need
them.
to
Section rat.
Redemption.
I can see in the
And
dark, so
I
can
gave
light.
her
Well,
autographed
so
picture
dark vision just
that I
lets you see
drew
dim
from
light.
my
It's the
dragon
equivalent
coloring book.
of squinting,
dry,
so you
color it
don't see
in.
very easily.
Mostly in
You
the
can't
lines
see if you have to,
with
but
gold crayon.
The other thing is John likes to put it in.
And the entire picture is in
situations
gold
where it's so
crayon.
dark.
Except the
It doesn't
dragon.
work.
Because you wouldn't judge the dragon like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But build the character for you because there's going to be a week that sometimes the person who has it isn't going to be here.
What is True Strike?
True Strike is you
Just
spend
one
one
thing
action
you're
this
gonna
turn,
take
and next turn you have advantage on attack.
Your character's name again was?
Clara?
Clarinella.
Claire.
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty, so I had to add you to the inventory here of my.
It is the ultimate roleplay spell. So you can make a shower sparks, you can make sound appear, you can flavor drinks and water, you can light or snuff out a torch
Great.
in a bonfire, you can create an illusory trinket in your
So when you
hand,
wake up in the
for
morning,
up to an
there's
hour,
a
and you
there's
can do
a
any three of
hushed
those for
whispers
an
in
hour.
that main that main area of the
Sounds
sleeping area that
It
you
is
guys
the
are in,
ultimate roleplay spell.
and Glim's chattering away with a young half elf.
Great, well, how'd you sleep, Reef?
And then
Oddly
four.
well, it's very quiet in those
Yes,
quarters.
choose 4.
Deathly quiet. Too quiet.
So,
It's
well, no,
very weird
that-
after being
Oh,
on
those
are
the
the-
road
so
for
these are cantrips.
months upon months and
So
sleeping under
cantrips
the
are spells
stars.
You don't need spell slots to play. They're
Felt almost
basically,
claustrophobic.
like, free games.
Aye.
Okay.
It's not enough
So
bug
your
sounds.
first level spell. So you said you wanted
Bug
to be killer,
sounds?
so I
Did you
wrote
say
sounds
bug
word
sounds?
as
Those
it's
kind of
actually-
bugs.
Those kind of.
Not those kind of bugs.
I'd recommend
So, what do you think?
What
How are we
they-
gonna get in that old
Cure
Ziggurat, please?
wounds is a touch range, so you have to be able to reach up and touch them. But it's a stronger healing.
I don't
Healing
know
word
invisibility,
is
so I
a
have no
range,
idea.
But less. So a healing
So
word
leave
is
it
a
up to
D4
our
plus your
charm
charisma
and good
modifier.
looks.
Cure wounds is a D8.
I
plus
mean,
your
we are
charisma
both
modifier.
drop dead gorgeous.
But again,
so.
it's
True,
very
very true.
and spell.
Hey,
As evidenced by
Yeah,
the dryads.
no, I'm gonna
You
do
know
that.
our- we have a
My
way with
charisma
redheads.
modifier is awesome.
Yeah, so it makes a D4 worth it.
just gotta
And as
find
you-
some.
You can cast
I'm
that
sure
as
they
well
have
as you get
red.
more.
Redheads must be very popular in the Red Vale.
Well, yeah.
Or orange.
Obviously, they
So the next part about
naturally
the word is
follow
it's
the
also a bonus
control.
action, so you have an action and a bonus action.
Yeah, right.
So you
Hey,
can attack
red-
somebody.
No, that's why they're
And
so
then as a
sought
bonus,
after, because they
heal.
don't.
You said that about something else, right?
It's such a challenge to
your-
control.
A redhead can
Information
control
is a
my
bonus
heart
action.
any day.
So you can attack somebody, or you can perform a full action, and then still.
Anyways,
Attack
so
or cast a
You're not
spell.
yet uncomfortable with the fact that the two of them are muttering over there like,
oh, not at all.
To be fair, I'm used to the
I'm
gnome
sure the-
wandering around talking to whoever he sees.
that's true, he does talk to trees and bushes and...
She must have offered them a rutabaga.
Okay,
Well, let's
charm
go see what's
perception.
going on.
Unfortunately, I
Glenn.
kind of roped you into being the butt of some jokes now.
That's okay.
So I'm gonna walk over and
Happens first session normally anyways.
look over
Charm
Glim's
person?
head,
Yep. So that one
which
they
is
make a
much
wisdom
lower
saving
than mine.
throw.
You
If
see
they fail,
page after page
It's
of
charm,
music.
which means that whenever it comes to convincing
Hey,
them,
Glim!
talking,
Did you start writing music all of a sudden?
Glim's learning to rhyme.
Sometime.
Good, Glim. Very good. Keep working on it.
Do I sense a tremble of fear in
What
your
is
voice?
sleep?
No.
So sleep is you roll a certain number of dice, and everything within an area of effect can start falling asleep based on the number of dice that you based on the outcome of those dice.
It has no effect, it has limited effect on elves.
It does not work at all on elves.
No, that's not true anymore.
No.
Isn't it? No, it gives
No,
you...
because
No,
anything with Fey
based on
ancestry
the-
has immunity.
Yeah. Both
No,
elves
I
and
don't know.
half elves are immune to.
I thought they were only resistant.
They're resistant
No,
to
they're
charm.
Yeah,
Mm.
resistant to
Can
charm.
Yeah, but it
Unseen
used to be you were
servant cast a
immune to
spell
charm
for me?
too, so...
Yeah.
Can Unseen Servant cast a spell?
No.
Unseen Servant is literally like a
An invisible butler.
He can carry things for you. He can go get you a pail of water, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he
You
can't
can
talk.
play the piano.
And he can't fight.
Right?
Well, he can be there, and he can basically be blocking the door and then get pushed down.
No, he can't fight. The thing is, he's a non-combatant.
Yeah.
Since he's unseen, nobody would even notice to go after him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They bump
What is
into him now.
Dissonant Whispers?
They make a save. You choose an origin point, and they believe sound is coming from there, and they run away from that point.
It's a scare. You go boo, and they run away. if they fail or something.
So it's
What's
a nice,
that one
it's a
that-
nice debuff spell.
What's his name used to use?
Cutting words.
Or
Yeah.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter or something.
No, cutting
Tasha's
words.
Hideous Laughter is a spell. Cutting words is an ability that
Ah.
she'll get at 3rd level if she picks lore.
Okay, so
Cutting words is basically a book of yo mama jokes. So whenever anybody does something, you insult them, and then if they fail to save, then whatever they were trying to do, they get worse at it.
Okay.
so
And that gets
Or-
powerful
or
after.
mockery.
Vicious Mockery.
Sleep,
Yeah, it's
detect
like the
magic,
bard's
turn
best
person.
cantrip.
All right.
That's the.
So detect magic.
And
You
this is
suck.
so I can like
Oh,
keep
no.
track of how many.
Yeah, how
Oh,
many
no,
you
I can't
spent. So
detect
like
this
every time you
one.
use one, just put a little check.
Right, well,
At
since
the-
Glim's
after a long
ignoring
rest.
us, let's go get breakfast.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, Glim already bought breakfast for everyone. It's at the table that we're speaking at.
Oh,
You have to move all the papers. You guys have piled the papers all over over the top of it.
So, some of the sonnets got egg
Oh,
on them.
sorry. That's okay.
lift up one and it's just maple
Eggs,
syrup
eggs, the
dripping
musical
off.
fruit.
Oh, I need to look at my weapon.
That's okay. Remember,
They
if
are.
you have to crack some eggs in order to make a Hamlet.
Exactly.
Hamlet.
So a
Ah,
rapier
ah.
The
is
weapon
a
pick rapier.
D8,
From the original bard.
and a dagger is
D-Bard.
1d4. These
So,
both add your dexterity modifier to the damage.
well, I guess we ate
it's
breakfast while
plus
watching
dex.
them discuss.
Mm-hmm. What is it? This?
No stresses or whatever. It's just he had dragonborn in this
And,
rather
does half
dark and
elf.
somber half
So,
elf.
attack
Is she
them.
redheaded?
It's up to you.
Is she?
It's however you want to do it.
Okay.
So she could be Primus with redhead. So your attack
Oh,
bonus
she's
is your
half
dexterity,
Primus.
and
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
proficiency bonus.
What do they look like normally?
Weren't they the Albine?
They are the basis for all of the covers of Harlequins. They're
Oh.
beautiful. The males are virile and their hair naturally moves in the air, even when the wind isn't blowing.
They're
That's
the
how-
children of Fabio.
Exactly.
You've always got hero wind on you.
They're like Fabio and Legolas at the same time.
Yes.
Well, Marvola.
Exactly.
So,
Well,
your
yeah,
attack
exactly.
bonus is
What's the other side look like?
dexterity.
Either
Plus proficiency
at the
bonus, so
one
it's
end
plus
you're
3.
looking at Liv
So
Tyler,
what's
and the
it?
other end
So
you're looking
your
at.
attack bonus is plus 3 right now.
Because it's Dex plus proficiency.
Go-
Correct,
Who
because they
played
both use your dexterity
played who?
modifier.
Galadriel.
Galadriel.
Oh,
So the
I
upside
don't
to
know.
this
I don't
is
remember her name.
As
Someone
I
took
get
my
better,
tongue.
so will the weapons.
correct.
Stick it out so we can look.
And the way
Hey,
that this works is
chat. Who played Gladriel?
Yeah, Hopeless here.
so every time you roll the d20, you just
We're
add
being dumb.
3 to it. And so it's for example, if you roll a 14, it's a 17 to hit.
Kate,
Then if you do hit, you roll these plus your dexterity, and
No.
there you go. There's
not
your
Kate
damage.
Winslet.
No,
The nice part
it's,
about daggers is they have a throw.
Come on,
so you
save
can't
us.
Throw them and get a guy running away. Who knows?
Oh.
Cool.
So
And that's my hit points.
Yep, 8.
Well, you guys ready to go yet?
Yes, all great. Let's glim at them.
So Glim will basically explain to you that while it was late at night last night, he couldn't sleep. And he went down and there was this minstrel playing. He realized that she was a bit of a fish out of water, and more importantly, she's Primus. And remember, he's a tink, so he's...
What is that?
Sorry.
Well, the high races look out for each other, and you're like a fish out of water this far away from the mountains.
Is he high race too?
Yes, tinks are the high race of gnomes.
I'm the highest race.
I'm as low as you can get.
Those dirty
No, actually,
elves.
only because you're scorned, but she's scorned too. Matter of fact, she's arguably more scorned than you because she's the one that actually gets kicked out of her house for the right kind of elf.
I mean, I was talking physically. Like, we live way down there.
That's true. You are far from the mountains. That's true.
Alright, well,
No one's below you.
welcome to the group. How are you? What's your name?
Oh, I'm good. I'm Clarinella, and I want to start playing music to charm them because I'm nervous about who they are.
Glim's already charmed.
He's
So-
already.
So,
She's
so
quite
when you're
elegant
in
with her
character
words.
and you're talking,
I don't have to tell you.
just go with
Okay.
it. And if you want to just move your hands like you're playing an instrument, we'll all understand that you're playing your instrument. It's fine.
So she sees you and smiles, and there is breakfast on the table,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, "I do believe you're hungry, aren't you?" And she
Yeah, I
starts
already
playing like
have a
really
quail leg
cheesy,
sticking out of my mouth.
like elevator music that like
Nice.
would be in like a diner. Like,
Nice.
You know, you're right. I am feeling a wee bit peckish.
If you like pina colada.
I'm kind of surprised. I started eating.
And
Oh.
lyrics with your raisins. we haven't
Right,
figured
so
out
I
that
begin
word
to
yet.
eat, but so what has Glenn told you of our adventures so far?
Nothing. He helped me set the table. How did you find yourself here?
Well, that's a long story. So as you well know that there's lots of storms going around, right? the lots of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye. Well, we've had some run-ins with that sort of thing, and going around and trying to do some things that do not go well sometimes. Lots of fun. Our next quest is taking us into that Ziggurat thing down there, where all the red dudes are, and we got to go in and find a bloke and something.
Who is that you're looking for?
Guy named Malachus.
He lost his ring and we have to give it back.
Oh, aye. Very important, the ring.
So
We thought
you can make
we
a
are-
history check to see if you know who Malachus is.
Okay.
There's a possibility.
Okay. Do I
You'll
roll
find
for
that you'll find that in a lot of times when you have absolutely no idea what you can do or what to do, just look at your attributes and think about the last thing that was said, and simply ask the question: could I do a history check to see if I know who Malachus is?
Okay, I'd like to.
So now, you're going to pick up your 20-sided dice. You're going to roll against your proficiency for
It's
history.
just 5.
It's just
I
5.
know nothing about Malachus. I've never heard of him before at all.
0
But
modifier
I
to intelligence.
have heard that that there might be something that I'm looking for there too. Can I come with you?
Of course. Well, the more the merrier, especially with the jaunty minstrels.
That's
What do you
so
think?
totally going. Sure, why not?
We could always use a scapegoat, right? That's a lovely idea. But do
Glim
you think
forgot to
she's
order
quite
the goat.
distracting with the whole facial features and the face and the playing of instruments?
Sure.
We'd be glad to have you. Welcome to the club.
Terrific.
Glim is very sorry. He forgot to order the goat.
You forgot to order the goat.
You do know he eats half a goat every morning, right?
One more time, you forget the goat, and you'll be one. Who is it?
Housekeeping! I have your goat. Or rather, I should say, I just got your goat.
You're
Everything
welcome
he
in my
knows.
book.
Glim thinks he knows this one. Were you perhaps in the previous town?
What?
Has a yellow veil.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would not follow you, not in a million years.
Who's at the door?
There's a housekeeping person.
So let her in.
With the goat.
Person in.
Sorry, we didn't have a half a goat, so I brought you a full-size one. Hope that's okay.
What does the housekeeping person look like?
About 4'4", 290 pounds.
It's a box.
She-
There's
she-
a box with legs.
She
Dwarf.
keeps her beard closely trimmed, and she has no mustache. She's got
Of
this
course.
rather deep
Female
voice,
dwarfs have beards. They don't have mustaches. That's how you tell them apart.
and
Right.
she's got in every pocket and even in the cleavage she has cleaning rags and supplies and bottles and tubes.
If Glim may say, you look so beautiful this morning.
Were you there last night? You don't seem my type.
Glim is Glim's type.
Can you feel
Glim just wants to be nice. What's wrong with being nice?
Nothing wrong with that, but
Absolutely
asking me about
nothing.
last night is a little forward.
It was just the funny way that you pause and then like, you're looking very beautiful this
Yeah,
morning.
exactly. to a housekeeper.
You don't give your housekeeping any compliments?
No,
Usually
I try
don't
to get
see
out
them.
when I show up.
Usually it's not ready now. Come back.
I treat everyone that's
Anyway,
in the service
so
industry
they
with
leave
kindness.
you the goat.
I don't want to go into a room and find a big old
Would
loogie
you
popped
like
on
some
the bed.
goat?
You know I'm full, but thank you.
I will eat my fill of goat.
Poor goat screams like,
I want to kill it first.
oh, he keeps forgetting.
Oops. I've been on the road with Snowy for far too long.
No matter how many
Yeah,
times.
she usually takes care of that part for you.
Aye, she usually.
I can imagine him actually looking at thing with the knife going, where's Snowy? I don't want to do this.
She usually freeze dries it too.
I walk up and I slit the goat's throat and hang it upside down by its feet.
In
Wow.
Alright.
in
Baba,
our room.
She's your kind of woman. You would do that for me? She's very practical.
Great.
In Glim's hotel
So
room.
after breakfast, So, do you have
know
any
the
idea of how
dwarf
we might be
maid
able to
was
get
still
into that
there.
ziggurat?
Do I have any idea of how we might be able to get into that ziggurat? Can I roll for knowledge arcana on an entrance?
Sure, you can roll for this. Would be actually for something other than the normal entrance because basically the place
We're
is
trying to
like
sneak in.
the place is basically like a
Is this
bazaar.
the place?
Yes, it's actually. Are you familiar with the term ziggurat?
No.
Okay, so it's also known as a stepped pyramid.
Okay.
Like a
So
Mayan
around there on the
pyramid.
front, over there by where Travis is sitting, you can see the
Oh,
Step-
the
yeah.
stair structure.
It's a
That's
giant
on
one
each
of
side.
those.
Okay. And all those
Guards.
guards are there too?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the main entrance.
Okay.
Hence his wanting to find another way through, because if you
Okay.
have to get into a conflict, you'd hopefully not.
We were told that the cloister is somewhere on the side. Or
Yeah.
maybe inside somewhere on the side. Something like that. Right,
So she's rolling to see whether she knows anything extra.
Right, so we got
Nine.
information from that officer that he might be living in the cloister. And so he said something about it being on the side, or in the side, or maybe I'm drunk.
Somewhere not in the front.
Aye, or at the back.
Right.
That
So-
cuts it about in half.
At least.
So I guess we pack up and start moving out.
Alrighty. So, as you're heading downstairs, who should you see sitting on her steps with 19 of her closest friends, but a little rattling?
Aww.
There he is!
I'm gonna run back upstairs.
Get him!
Do you know this?
They swarm the stairs. They're so fast. They're like on his tail. Is he literally on his tail as he's running back to the room?
I'm gonna run up, go in the room, close the door, and then try to get out the window before they can break the door down.
Well, they're not. They're kids. They're not. They're just.
I'm not taking a risk.
Glim
There's-
forgot to mention he's great with children.
You are.
No, he is.
He is.
He's wonderful with them.
And
they
they
just
went-
can't.
and that's why
really
they're
So
here.
you
speak
speak
in the
you've
third
seen Lord of the
person.
Rings?
Yes.
Gandalf, do magic for us, Gandalf. That's what it is. There's a whole group of little, but these are all rats. They're sec-gen rat people, children.
Yuck.
He did a nice thing for one of them.
So now they all think
She
you're
went-
his friend.
Exactly.
They are, just not right now.
They just want some of your coin.
Perhaps they know the way in.
So they're all heartbroken.
I've ran away.
They're
You can talk to
children.
them if you want.
They're
to.
rat
Yes,
children.
So
They're
they're
able to get across
literally
places easy.
they actually swarm to
They're
the
also
the
rats.
pile's almost like halfway up. They actually climb over each other to try to get into the room, and they're trying to rattle the doorknob, and they get all sad and start walking back towards you guys.
I'm making my way out the window.
Yeah. I'm talking to you guys. Not
Yeah.
him. He's in the room.
Have you seen these rats before?
We saw one of
We
them.
saw that one yesterday.
I don't remember my name, but I think I'm Sylvia.
Sylvia?
She had a paper dragon mask.
Yeah.
She did have a paper
Does
dragon.
she still
She's-
have a paper dragon mask?
No, she looks like she used like her mommy's mascara to put big scowly lines and sharp jagged teeth on the outside of
But she
her
looks like
little
a
rat.
child.
Yeah.
Her name. So I walk up to her and I go, "What's your name?"
Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. I like your dragon mask. That's pretty awesome.
You recognize me.
You look like the scariest dragon I've ever met.
Well, I don't want to be a scary dragon. I want to be a beautiful one.
Well, your
With
beauty.
big rainbow wings.
We are all in awe of your beauty.
She wants to
Your
be
wings are so
silent.
big, none of us can move.
She what?
And all the others
She
are like
wants to be
shoving each
silent.
other.
That's what
Like,
silent is.
I want to be one too. I
Prismatic
want to be one
wings.
too.
So where I come from, beautiful rainbow winged dragons know all the secrets.
Charisma save. You make a charisma check because you're now
Oh my
falling into.
gosh. I fail miserably. That is a...
Maybe
No,
that
no,
wasn't
no.
a great enough
No,
roll.
here-
Like it,
here's the point. She's stuttering and stammering, and one of them goes, "I think it's a song. I think it's a song."
And I save it and I start singing to the children.
There. So now you get advantage on the check. So you get to roll now twice and take the better of the two.
That dice betrayed me, so...
She's already learned the rules of dice. You get two
Okay.
dice rolls though,
So you roll it twice.
You
So you
roll
can
two.
roll the same one twice, or you can roll two dice at the same time and take the highest.
and take the better
So
of the two.
19 plus my charisma?
Yes.
Yep.
23.
that'll do.
25.
Yeah. So you have
Wait.
No, because it's not my modifier.
Yeah, not your
It's just
modifier,
20.
just your.
It's just 23. You're right. Good memory.
so they are swinging and holding hands and rocking back and forth as you're singing to them.
Okay, and then I ask them again. Now, who wants to hear the rest of the song? Okay, the first person to tell us the most quiet and secret door where there's no guards gets to make up the very first lyric of the rest of the
My
song.
daddy says I can't tell anybody about that room.
Okay.
Daddy says I can't tell anyone about the secret room.
So I stand
Wait a
up
minute.
and I look at Wraith like,
So fast
your
forward.
You're up.
I deal with
Uncle
soldiers,
Ray.
not children.
Right, we
You
need
know
to
how long
get
it's been? Okay, it's how long it's been since I've been a child. I'm half elf and I look 50. Do the math.
oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Santa
they hear a loud crashing thud outside.
Yeah,
There he
actually probably
is!
see
Like
you
an
from past my-
awning kind
yeah.
of like collapses down. Maybe a barrel breaks.
Kill. Down the glory.
There he is!
I knew it.
They start scrabbling over each other. I'm sure as soon as you like stand up, you look through the window, you like take off running.
Yep. Towards the ziggurat I go
Sure.
with a dust cloud behind me.
Dust cloud of followed shortly after by a whole group of children
It's like,
with their dust cloud
Oh no. I was
You,
gonna
you
get back
forgot
into
the
his-
meep meep. boom, boom.
behind
wanna
them.
get
The other
back
one
into his
saying,
room.
You want me? The other one that said that is over standing next to you going, so can I tell you and you'll fix it, make it not happen anymore?
I will most certainly try.
Okay. 7 houses down, second story, second door.
All right.
You remember that?
Yes.
As soon as I get my pen out, I will.
As soon as I get the writing implement of rememberingness.
722.
7 houses down.
Second floor, second door.
On the right, do I hear this conversation? On the right or the left, dear?
That side.
Okay.
She does the loser left. The
It's like a
second door on the right shines
So
in the
should
night
we go
for
get your
me.
friend, or
He's great with children. He'll make his way
Glim,
back.
I'm gonna give you the job of going and getting Valere.
Okay.
All right, let's go. See, you can't cast levitate yet, can you?
No.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's all he needs to become the flying dragon. That's all he needs.
Oh, no, you
Glim's
cast
gonna-
levitate on the gnome and then you just.
Glim is not walking with a pace of urgency. He's more or less just, oh, well, he obviously just wants to spend time with the kids, so
Someone knock on your door.
he'll dawdle a little bit just
Coming out the
to
door.
more souls for the slaughter.
Nope.
They might have.
I'm going crazy.
That was Leif from Monday. She came to visit. Make sure you guys watch Winds of the West.
He's here.
Winds of the West. I'm gonna put the hand up there and make sure I know where to put my marker for next time.
Yeah.
That's my Monday stream. They have a ghost in the house. Its name is Leif May Allen. So.
Nice.
Oh boy.
So yeah, Glim is not going at a fast pace at all. He's given him
Yeah,
plenty of
giving
time
him
with
plenty
the
of time to run.
With
go,
the
ahead
kids.
and go ahead and make a deck save, like Flash.
Flash! Ah! Savior of the universe!
bum bum bum?
That's an 18.
That's Savior.
Yeah.
Savior.
I know, but I always say that
Contested.
by
Let's see
mistake.
what the kids can do
What
because
did
they
you get?
they are children of rogues, so they've got speed on their side.
Yeah,
And the
'cause they're
rat
rats.
folk.
And they're rats. So no, you actually.
Leave
It's
them
literally,
in the dust.
literally, it's one of the things where he goes running, and then you see this like barrel on the corner, and then all the kids go rushing by, even climbing over the top of the barrel. They go running by, and he waits, and you see the top of the barrel come up and turn because he's sitting on top of his head.
Another barrel right next to him opens up. There's another kid.
No,
We just got a straight up Scooby Doo chase scene going
Yeah,
on over
exactly.
there.
We just need some
Where
Beatles
are
music.
you? I got some work to do now.
Zoinks.
Oh,
yeah, we already determined that Friday will end up being. We will end up having a singing special where the entire session will be
In
breaking
song.
out into song. Yes.
I can't carry a tune very far.
Oh, it's okay.
Don't worry, he's an opera man.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got
you
it.
don't need to carry a tune very far. You
I
just
can
need to
hold
be
3
able
tunes
to
at
hum a
once.
few bars.
That's true.
Just remember, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's what I. That's what I always say.
That happens all the time.
So I wait for them to pass, and then I will sneakily climb out of the barrel,
Yep.
Sneakily.
sneakily, and I will.
Fortunately,
Dragon, not a
fortunately, it was a bag full of powder, so it only accentuates the whiteness of your appearance.
Oh no!
Someone throw
I
out some
take
flour.
time to brush that all off immediately,
Give them time to regroup.
and then I look up the street to see if my friends are coming.
They care.
Glenn probably has,
We are-
I can just imagine him with his hands jammed in his pockets, just kind of whistling and just waltzing down the road now.
Which is funny because I can't whistle.
So he's trying.
No. He's trying to whistle, but he's doing a minor illusion to make a whistling sound.
All monotone.
Yeah, but it's
No.
got to be it's zippity doo dah.
My oh my, I don't know how the song goes.
Ray, well, where were you guys?
Oh, it's just me.
Why didn't they help me? They were right monsters climbing all over me, trying to take my scales.
You're wonderful with kids.
Okay.
Glenn thought you had it handled.
Absolutely, I did not. No, I did not.
No children were harmed, and you weren't harmed, correct?
I cannot say that.
His dignity was a little down. He had to climb into a barrel of flour. He
No,
looked
I
like
know.
white for a second or two.
That's the worst part of it.
Yes, but he said he carefully cleaned himself, so Glenn didn't catch that.
No, you would
I
have
was
seen him cleaning
Cleaning
it.
him while you walked up.
Ah.
Right, so what are the other two?
They went to go help another child.
Did you lose them already?
No!
He knows exactly where they are.
Seven
Hey, you
houses.
bastard, let's go.
2 houses, 7 rows, 2 more houses.
Oh no.
You got the numbers wrong.
That's the Glim we all know and love.
I'll walk back up to
Being
the,
so smart, man, you're dumb.
I'll walk back towards the tavern and hopefully pass them on the way.
We'll see.
Because there really was only one big lane.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we would definitely have once Glim left, we would have started making our way towards that.
yeah, it
That
doesn't
was
take you very
special.
long. So you find yourself in front of the building.
Do we see him walk back towards
Not yet.
Elias? No. Okay.
You're gonna wait on the street for him.
You know how long we want to be standing in front of this
Well,
place.
so for clarification, there is a considerable guard presence of the Red Veil. If you remember, there's soldiers around that are
Yeah.
of the other army. You don't really know that much about the forces here, but
The unknown army.
yes.
Oh, you were hiding your black veil.
Yeah, no, it's not on me.
It's on him as a player, not him a character.
No.
Him as character.
Yes, I represent my colors in real life, but in game, that shit is at the bottom of my bag.
When there are this many Red Veils around.
That's right, because they don't believe you exist, right?
No, they
Right.
really hate.
Yeah, we ignore
hate each
each other, but we basically, you know.
If he's around, he's a perfect target to get beat up on because there's no one's going to recognize him to protect him.
Yeah.
Some cognate thugs. Some cognate thugs.
Yeah, so a brown veil's more likely to be okay on the streets compared to a black. So anyway, you're standing there long enough that one of the pairs of guards comes down the road going, "So, see you've been on the block for a couple of hours. What's going on?"
Oh, we were just waiting for a friend. He said he wanted to meet around here, but I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, okay. Just realize there are loitering laws in town. We don't cater to people just interfering with commerce by standing on the street like this without clearance and a license for street walking.
I put my hand in the crook of his elbow and I go, well, he's being modest. We're actually considering moving to the neighborhood. You don't know of any buildings that might have
Oh,
availability.
are you married?
Is that frowned upon? Do I know if that's frowned upon in
You're
this
a
region?
Primus. He's Undrin. You're about as far apart Eldrin-wise as possible.
Oh my! I look at you again. Go ahead,
He's
handle
dark.
this.
He's dark skin with white shock of hair. He is from the Everdark. He is Yeah.
Of course not. This is my realtor.
Oh, you have a license? You have a license for that service, sir? Didn't even know that you invented realty yet. Fortunately for you, they haven't. So they kind of ignore her question. But, you might say solicitor. You might
He's
say.
my solicitor.
No, you're better off to have said realty and let it go because there are licenses for the other things. You were better off with that one. Let it go. Let it go. You can't go back anymore. I'm sorry.
So wait, we rewound back to. She just said, "I'm."
So you're helping
She's
me
saying
look for a
that, yeah, you're
property.
looking for a place to live. And you go, well, like I said, I don't know of any properties being available along the street here. I do know that there's a move to try to get more of this incorporated into the project. So I just recommend not staying around too long. I'll check back, and if you're gone in half an hour, I'll just pretend like I didn't see you. Is that work okay for you guys?
Thank you,
Oh, that
sir.
sounds great.
No problem. It's just that caught your performance last night. You weren't half bad. You weren't half good. You weren't half bad.
The most neutral compliment you could ever get.
Exactly.
I have to look through my cantrics to see if I have anything to hit him with. I don't.
Nothing subtly.
Mage hand.
Can I use? Yeah, but
Mage
then that
hand
would
to flick
just
his nose.
tie his shoes together.
So have we come down the street yet?
Yes.
I just imagine that along the way, because we got lost, Glenn just turned this into like the fanciful shopping trip. He's got like a fancy belt buckle. Glenn's got an oversized and practical hat on.
That explains why it took them so long to get back.
Yep.
You're like, where are they? Oh yeah, they're up here. Oh, I think they might be in this store. Let's check there. Oh, no, they could be over there.
This bazaar has pastries. They might be in there.
About the fourth one, he's like, no, I'm just heading back for the inn.
I'm carrying him by the scruff of his
And waiting for him to turn, because he'll turn when he gets to where they are. Like a dowsing rod. Look, there they are.
It's your dowsing, Glenn.
Right, so what's going on here?
Glenn always
there
points
you
true
are.
north.
Let's move on from here. I got something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So let's move.
Good day, officer man.
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay.
Yeah, they literally left before you showed up.
Okay.
Okay.
You like Glim's new hat?
It suits you so well, Glim. Alright, so
what's the plan?
one of the children told us, well, they gave us information on a door and asked us to make it stop. So I'm not entirely sure what's waiting for us on the other side of this door, but it can't be good because it has a child worried.
So we're out in front of the house, right?
Outside the building.
You tell me that this is the house?
Building.
Yeah. Second
So,
floor,
we'll check
second
the
door
Hagrid
on the
from it.
left.
Check the Hagrid.
Oh boy.
There isn't one here, but there is one approximately 20 miles.
You
Closer
said
to
that there
the
were
coast.
3 in town.
There aren't any right now.
They heard I was coming. Fold it up and put it away. Right, well, it's not a hag, so
Perhaps your goat scared them away.
The one in his
maybe.
stomach?
Maybe.
The one
Goat
on his,
blood.
one on his breath.
Ward for protection.
Right, so
She did spill it on the floor.
is there like an alleyway we can duck into next to the house?
Well, it's not so much of a town that there would actually be an alley. There's a wide spot between the buildings if you want to go to the side of the building.
So duck into there, and then maybe circle around the back to see if there's a back door.
Okay. As you go around the building, there is an entrance on this side, but it looks like it might be a scullery. The structure is more than just a house. Described it as a building with multiple entrances. It's not a house at all, per se.
Do we see what the other businesses are or other structures?
Not around back. She went around to the side, so you'd have to actually go to the storefronts, the actual...
Did we see it when we were standing in the front?
Well, no, because you'd gone to the address and told you it was the right building, so
Mm.
you hadn't pursued any further than that.
Alright. Well, we gotta figure out a way to get onto the second floor. And it is the second door on the left.
Is the scullery door open?
The scullery door is open. Matter of fact, it's one of those Dutch doors, so the top half is always open. The bottom half is being opened and closed by the people that are going back and forth inside carrying various things from... There's like a little storage building out there, outbuilding behind it.
What kind of people are they?
Humans.
A variety.
They're just people. Nothing really stands out about them, other than the fact that they are well dressed. Very
Glim's people.
almost like. Well, the style of their clothing indicates nobility or at least affluence. So it doesn't look like they're actually even servants, but they're acting in the role of servants.
So I will try something, and I'll wink to the rest of the party, and I'll fall in the line behind them, follow them into the storage shed, pick up a large thing of whatever they're carrying, and just follow the line back towards the scullery.
As he winks and heads for the line, you guys are going, oh my god, this is not going to work because he's a dragonborn. He's the only, number one, he's the only dragonborn you've ever seen. They don't exist on Nycos, officially.
Glim has a hard time understanding the wink on a dragonborn's head.
Well, actually, it's really funny. He has a nictating lens, so it goes and doesn't do anything to his appearance.
He does that when he's standing still. At the moment, Glim's more.
But not only that, because of the fact that he's got that
ridge.
prognathic nose. Yeah, winking with one eye. Yeah, you actually have to
You
turn your head.
turn your
Turn your head so they
We
can
just
see
think
both
you're
eyes.
blinking.
Just when
Anyway, now you're all thinking, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. He walks in. You think, there's going to be a fight. There's going to be a fight. Someone's going to scream. Someone's going to come running out. First guy that goes in comes walking back out with the case. A few seconds later, here he comes walking out with the case. He's surprised that nobody reacted.
Guys, I don't believe it.
holy shit, that worked.
And I'll follow them into the scullery.
Okay. So now he vanishes into the building.
Flint just starts rolling
Well,
like
let's
a
do
smaller
that.
barrel.
Let's follow suit.
Okay, so you're going to run for the storage room as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, when you get inside, you're really not sure what to pick up. There's a bunch of different kinds of styles and sizes of boxes. Are you going to wait for one of the servants to come out as well, like he did, or are you going to just pick up something arbitrarily and start walking in?
Can I look around the room to see if there's a door out of that room into another part of the building?
There isn't. It's just a little storage room. It's a little storage, almost like a little lean-to building that you would use for
Storage freezer sort of
Like a
setup.
pantry
One
sort
way
of
in, one way out.
Shed.
More like a shed.
Is there anything very small?
Yeah, there's like salt shaker sized little things.
I just imagine this is heavy.
No, I don't pick up any of the boxes.
Okay, so you're gonna wait.
Is there like a barrel?
So
that's-
both of you are going. All three of you are going to go into the building then together, or are you waiting for the next one?
Oh.
one at a time?
Yeah, one at a time.
Okay. So, as you go in, the person goes inside and immediately goes upstairs. Are you going to follow him, or are you going to stay on the main floor?
Is he carrying a similar object that what I'm holding?
More than likely, what you did is walked in, saw what he picked up, and picked up exactly the same thing.
Then I follow him.
So, when he gets to the top of the stairs, he goes down the little walkway. He's walking back towards the front of the building, so he passes two doors before he gets to a doorway. Trying to count from where you are, it looks like there are 4 doors on this floor. So, which door in particular did you want to go for?
Same one he is.
Right. A person comes into the building, comes into the storage room with you, walks. I mean, it's like you're not there. They just walk right over and they pick up a box. They don't look to left or right, nothing. They pick up a box, they pick it up and turn around. And as they turn around, they stop and look down at Glenn. Oh no, you're not here. It's just you. So they don't. They look around, look down a little bit, and walk out of the building. So you're gonna pick up the kind of box that he picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you pick it up, it's got the word a box on it. ABBAX. Looks like a shipping.
What do I know about that label?
Avix.
Make a history check.
Avix Imports.
8.
No idea.
No idea.
sounds
I go,
like a name of a place. It just sounds like a name of a place.
Every history check for the new player is low, and
I know
so
anything.
her character knows just as much as her right now, unfortunately. And it's,
So you pick up another one of the boxes as well.
Oh, yes.
You follow him out.
I'm following the person that came in before me.
Right.
The stranger, yes.
So the two of them leave the building, so you see them headed towards.
And I turn back and look at you guys like,
Shrugs her shoulders, you get 2 thumbs up.
Glib goes in next.
Okay, so when you go in the doorway, there is a person with deep black colored skin, ivory, sharp, like as in pointed fang-like teeth, almost too large for his mouth, and 2 yellowish ivory horns.
So when I see that, I do a whoop. So I don't fully go into the room if I can help it.
Okay.
Maybe do a reflex.
Yeah, go ahead and make your reflex check.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Nope.
So you basically stand.
It's like a
Like a 6.
7.
Okay, so it's literally you walk in the room. It's like the light from outside is kind of still dazzling you, and so it's only as your eyes clear that you realize you're standing in front of this fanged, horned thing.
Then I try to. Does the other guy set the box down and next?
Right,
round?
and that's exactly what. It's literally, you're walking in one behind the other, and they sets it down.
Then I try to not react and just put it down
Okay.
along with him and then follow him out.
So make a. I gotta go against charisma. You gotta go against wisdom. I got a 16. What's your charisma?
Inspiration.
Nope. So yeah,
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
11.
So now you get to make the charisma save because he puts on the charm.
He's so charming.
18.
Okay. He says, "Oh, did Grazit send you?"
I want to do a memory check to see if that's one of the names that the green dragon yelled at me.
Was this a name that a big dragon yelled at me? Does it stand out in my memory?
That is a 22.
No, it was not one of the names that the dragon shouted.
I do not know if he would want me to tell you who he was.
I don't know.
He
if
points
I
at
should tell
you, points at a chair. Sit.
Divine sense.
Sure.
He's straight up evil, right?
What?
He's evil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally couldn't be much more on the evil side of the line. He's so far to
He's
look.
like maroon. Like
Yeah.
Not just red anymore, it's dank red.
Yeah.
Is divine sense where you can see their color?
You either see their color, or actually, you either see or smell. You sense it, and the sensory output that you get depends on what and who you are. He chose sight. Some of them choose smell. So if it was smell, he would be. This is like walking into the most foul stench
Ew.
imaginable.
So how does he ask me to sit down?
He didn't ask.
Right.
Points to the chair, snaps his fingers, and says, "Sit."
No, thank you. I have more stuff to carry in.
And he nods, and as you turn, you hear another snap of the fingers. So you're walking down the hallway, following the guy with the box. You
Is
see,
it a big box?
yeah,
Big box?
well, it's a medium-sized box. And which one are you headed for the room next?
And this hall is on the inside of the building, so I can't see them anymore.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you're inside. You've just passed through the scullery, and as you pass through the scullery, you come to the outside of the building on the far side of the building, and now you're going up stairs. As you're going up the stairs, you pass by the person that you saw him following. So you're thinking, okay, so the next person I should see should be him. Just logically, if he's following the pattern.
Sure.
You don't see him as you reach the top of the stairs. Your guy turns to the left, starts walking towards the back of turns right and heads towards the back of the building. And you know that the place you're trying to go to is to the left towards the front of the building. What do you want to do? Go towards the room you think is the second door to the left that you're not supposed to go to, that was following what the kid wanted you to do? Or do you want to follow the guy who's walking ahead of you that seems mindless?
And they don't notice what I do.
They're in front of you, and they didn't care when you walked through the
Little
room.
people. Okay. I think I want to go back and find them
So you're
and
gonna
tell
turn
them that I
around?
know how to get to the room that the kid, in the direction the kid mentioned.
So you're going back through the scullery with the
Back
box.
to the, yeah.
You carry the box through?
Are they, when they leave, do they carry the box?
The one that you saw coming down didn't have a box.
No.
So you're just going to stand it, leave it
I look
sitting in the
around
hallway?
for a corner.
You're in the hallway. Next to the staircase. You put the box at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
Just off to the right of the stairs.
Yeah. Does anyone see me do that? Can I do that sneakily? No one's around.
Stealthy, yeah, right.
And
At
they
this
don't notice
instant.
anything anyway. Okay.
At this instant, they didn't know. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I go
So,
back to tell them that I found the door. And
so when
ask
you
where
said,
he
I don't
is.
think so, you turned and walked, and you hear a snap behind you. What's your action?
Keep walking.
You hear a voice that you don't recognize. Got a bit of a southern accent. Boy, I said boy. Stop right there.
It's an elephant.
I
We're
keep
about,
walking.
we're about to take out our pistols.
You hear a blade slide free. I didn't. I say I'm not going to say it again, boy. Stop before you reach that door. You're going to be hell to pay.
So my hand is now on my switchblade. And I keep
He's got
walking.
one of the coolest weapons that I've ever invented. I'm proud of it.
Switchblade.
Tell me
greatsword.
about it.
It is a long hilt that has a bunch of buttons on it, and it's just nothing but a hilt. And depending on what button you press, is what weapon pops out.
That is the coolest weapon ever.
So I use a greatsword, so it's like this, and just a big old greatsword comes out.
With a cool ringing sound as it reaches full length.
Yeah, I just imagined the druid's blade from Shannara Chronicles.
Yeah, he doesn't. We originally suggested that. He doesn't like the folding
No,
aspect.
I like just the magical.
But that
sheet
sword looks
straight
so
out.
cool.
Don't
There's
get me
reasons
started.
why I like the other way.
Yeah, he has a Final Fantasy thing going. He likes the really, really ridiculously big swords.
I just don't.
Yep.
Never mind. I'll get to it later.
Yeah.
So I hold that, and I stop for a second and say, "Why do you want me to go?"
Because you ain't been conditioned, boy, and we got to fix that problem right about now.
Well, that sounds great. And so I sprint out of the room.
When you sprint out, are you going to turn to the left towards the front of the building or to the right and run back down the front of the building where you came down when you came up here? Because at least that way you know where the stairs are. Going the other direction, you may not find stairs.
I'm gonna go back the way I came.
Okay. Because the guy shouts, and as you turn, because you have to turn back that direction, you do get a bit of a look at about a 2.5 to 3 foot tall avian. It's got a very sharp, curved little beak and brown feathering.
Hey, wait a minute. I think we've been approached by a coward.
You know the family.
So I'm gonna run down to the end of the hall and look around and see if I see
Okay.
her.
So as you head down the
hall.
hallway, the one that was ahead of her comes walking towards you, carrying another box. He's mindlessly walking right down the center of the hallway.
I'm gonna stop him and look in his eyes.
Okay. As you stop in front of him, he will physically stop and just stare straight ahead, and there's nothing in there. You don't see.
Insight.
Okay, so here she comes bursting back out. By the way, as you go by in the kitchen, leaving the box, there are two people in the kitchen area that are working. And when you go back by so quickly after you've already gone by, I mean, literally, they're the ones that are in the kitchen are not part of whatever this is because they're not in this kind of drug weirded out state. So they see you go back by as you're going physically by. You hear them call out, "Hey, what's going on?" Do you respond to them, or are you going to go run out to talk to your friends?
I just keep walking, and like as if I don't hear them at all,
Okay.
to find them
Okay.
and tell them what I found.
Good.
And because I don't trust them or know who they are, I don't want to like.
I'm going to hold his face with my hands, and I'm going to cast Bless.
What are you doing?
Trying
He's
to
not. His eyes didn't change. Just verbally. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I have to finish.
I'm trying to wake you up, son.
He's going to be displeased. I've got to finish. Please. Please. Don't do this. You don't know what it's costing me. Please.
Okay, but it was your choice.
Oh, God, I hope not, as he walks by.
Okay. So then I will walk downstairs.
Okay, and as well, because you were booking it before this.
Mm-hmm.
When you get there and you talk to this guy, you hear the little voice. I said, stop there, boy. I don't want to have to mess you up.
I will pluck you like the chicken you are.
Oh no.
And I
He
run
had
down.
to say it. And as you're leaving, you hear him say, I is not a chicken. I is a chicken hawk. And I'm going to mess you up.
And I run out of the scullery door and then wait right around the corner of
Okay. So you have to go down the stairs, through the skull.
it. Right.
Okay. You see her come back out. She's standing outside the doorway. You're inside the building, so you're standing out waiting. There hasn't been anybody yet come for any other cargo, but you can go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Glim's great at those.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Welcome to Nycos.
That's gonna be a 15.
Okay. That's all well and good. You're standing minding your own business and you see a box lid that says, Courtesy King Kush de Long Pipe Jadaroon. And you know the name Jadaroon because that is one of the Tink ancient places.
It is one of the Tink ancient places. Glim is intrigued. Glim like to rifle through it.
You gonna open the box?
Sure. Need to make sure there's nothing spoiled inside.
Okay. Make a dex save to pry the box open.
I'm not party to this. Goodbye, Glenn.
19.
19. Wrench it open. You guys are standing outside the box. The two of you are outside talking, and you hear a wrenching sound inside. It sounds like a crate being opened.
I think the gnome
At
thinks
that
he's
moment, Husha come running out the back door and immediately slam himself against the outside wall.
Right, well, there's
Now,
a big...
you realize you have to shout because she actually went across to where he was. So
Right,
he's...
there's a big chicken coming. Gotta get him when he comes out. And I
Chicken?
click my sword out, and I hold an action
Shing.
to
Swing.
cut as he comes out.
Swing.
I'll manifest my packed weapon as a heavy crossbow. I'm not going to use it.
I will stand behind him. I move to stand behind him, and I draw my dagger.
Protect me, scored.
No, that's a good idea. I've got a lot more health than her.
Yeah.
I know. But roleplay, I hide behind the man.
Oh no.
We have the same hit die.
I know.
There are 200 gold-tipped crossbow bolts.
Where?
200?
200.
Coming our way?
No,
In the crate.
In the crate that he popped open.
Thank goodness,
I'm
am I
going to
right, chat?
inspect. I'd like to do an Arcana check, inspect one.
They are, the tips are pure gold.
That sounds wonderful. I wish I was there.
So 200, that's at least 10 quivers.
Sure.
Well, if they come in quivers, the quivers only hold 10. 20.
That's right. 20 bolts.
20
Bolt quarrels and quarrels hold 20.
Yep. Do you have a spare pencil?
No, I just have the one that Travis loaned me.
Here.
Well, Glim's
The,
going
the-
to
the-
make
the-
good
the
use
signature-
of that.
Okay, good. The signatory on the box is Talia Morgul.
Ah, shit.
Took you long enough.
Wait, are we with him now?
Nope.
No,
Oh.
he's inside the building.
Oh,
He's
that was just
Russell.
voluntary.
He
That was just
internally
you.
goes, oh shit. I feel like something really bad is happening.
No, actually, it's how long has Glenn been left alone? Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Well, no, we heard the box opening, and then he hauled ass around the corner. It's like, all right,
Get ready to fight.
are we going to pay attention to the chicken hawk or the fact that the gnome is doing something in the shed and we don't know what it is?
Glim pockets the bolts.
I would love to see him walking around the corner with 200 crossbow bolts sticking out of his pockets. Hey, Glenn, what do you have? Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
So
I have it hidden under the orange veil.
Yeah.
Just look
He
really
looks 4 feet tall because he's got this.
No, I just imagine, like, I
So
look
you
like
did
I have a
how many-
hunch.
How many did you take?
All of them, if I can carry them.
That's what the crate's for.
Yes.
So you take the crate.
Yes.
You're gonna come struggling out with a crate as big as he is.
Yeah, the crate probably weighs more than you do.
No,
200 gold tip crossbow bolts? He weighs like 40 pounds.
but the bolts themselves aren't very heavy.
Yeah. Because gold tip doesn't weigh that much.
No, the gold part's the only part that weighs anything. The
Yeah.
wood is light.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it'd be
so
a little
you're standing
encumbered, but
there.
I can do it.
Weapon out, waiting for the door.
Also, it has the Dutch door, right?
yeah,
So my shoulder's against the top Dutch
corner
door.
of the Dutch door. The top Dutch door. The top Dutch door's closed. It's not closed. It's open.
Exactly. I want to be right behind the top of the Dutch door.
It would
So he
open
wants
in.
to be next to the opening.
Exactly.
He doesn't want to be at the opening. He wants to be next to the opening. So when the guy sticks his head through, he can choppy
Just-
chop.
Is he coming out
Clarifying.
of the
The
Dutch
door's
door?
open in.
Okay, never mind that.
So
Good thought though. If it was on the outside,
yes,
then I could slam stab. But
yes.
if that's not the case, so I still have my whole held swing.
But the lower half of the door is closed. So did you want to keep the door closed? You're going to put a shoulder into the door.
No, I assumed that the door was open because I must have busted through it.
When you say, but you didn't break the door. You just
Right,
went
just-
through it.
Ran through it.
Okay. So the lower half of the door is closed. You see the door handle turn a little.
Did you come out with that crate?
Yeah, he's just now struggling through the. He's struggling to come through the door with the crate because he
After
literally
the-
has to open the door, put his butt through the door, pick up the crate, struggle through the door frame with the crate, and then.
Afternoon, friends.
I
Glim
try
has
to
made
wait
some
to
productivity.
get at least a sight of
What
a
the hell
beak
did you
or
take?
feather. Not gonna accidentally cut the head
Reagents?
off of a slave.
I got you. No, I got you.
Reagents? Some
The door
spells need gold.
opens in away from you. Well,
Not
from where you're
right, Glim doesn't need
standing,
'em.
there's one of the two people you saw in the kitchen. He's got a tub of water up against her hip. She just opened the door and is about to come through the door. You see him standing with the sword ready.
I go, just hold on just 1 second.
The lady looks around a little bit. Sorry, child. Don't know who you're talking to. She comes on through the door. Hello.
Get out of the way.
Of course. She walks over with the bucket and dumps out the water in the open area. I declare, child, you're
good.
scared the daylights out of me to shouting at me like that. He's such a nice young man standing there by the door.
You said you manifest a crossbow?
Heavy crossbow.
Turns.
Does she go
walks.
back inside?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, she's headed back over the door. She gets near it. She goes, if I may,
Stars
please.
align.
No, you can't.
Oh, I guess I'll be taking my break. She
It's
walks
a
over
good
and lays her
time for a
bucket
break.
down.
I'm
Walking down the outside of the
I'm
door.
watching her like a hawk while keeping the door in my peripheral.
Like
for
a
any
chicken
movement,
hawk?
just in case that maybe I recognize the drawl she has.
No.
Okay.
Good idea. Good thought. So she goes down away, pulls out a little bag of tobacco and rolls herself a little black root.
I walk up to her and I say, there's a lot of people working today. What are you all working on?
Why, it's coming up on the opening of this Ziggurat. Why wouldn't we be working? It's going to be a great day. A great day when the Lord rises.
Well, you enjoy your break. and I walk back over.
You want?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And I walk back over to Wraith and I go, this is a weird crowd.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where
so
are
he
we
struggled
seeing?
out of the door. He's caught over to where you are. We've got the crate. Sets it down beside you. That's heavy.
I'm gonna lock eyes with Wraith and go.
You said you were getting followed by a bird.
You
Nothing came out.
Then.
He looks down.
Just a different kind of bird.
No. Okay, from where you are, you can look down the hallway. You don't see anything because the door is covering the halfway point.
Was the bird shorter than the door?
He knows that.
Do you have a mirror?
No.
Can I
Use a mirror.
Can I use
Can I use the back of my
to make
hand?
a mirror?
What's that?
Does Preston...
Prestidigitation can make a
Prestidigitation,
trinket in your hand.
Yeah, you can
Can I
just
make a mirror?
You say,
A
I want a
little
silver.
compact.
Ooh, look, I got a silver mirror.
Like a little compact.
You
I
hold
use
it.
that and
You
I
hold
make a
it,
mirror?
and he adjusts it so you can see, but you don't see anything coming down the hallway.
I tell you to turn it down
And it's a
and look
really
on the other
small
side of
image.
the door.
I mean, from where she is.
So
Wait,
to look
well,
not down the hall, but like right.
At the base of the door.
Yeah.
I think we may want to just use the front door, cause yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I found the door the child was talking about.
We're not going back in there though. The
Is it
door,
the same door? The door that I'm talking about? The door that he was in?
No.
The same door?
2 doors down.
Okay.
2 doors down from that is the most evil bastard of a vampire I've ever seen.
Did I see another way
Huh.
to get to that hall while I was up there?
Aye, those.
Yeah,
People?
there's a door. There's a staircase right
They're
by the door
thralls.
near the front.
Hmm. Oh, he had a bird man who tried to threaten me.
And it was a mouthful of fangs. It wasn't vampire fangs. It was the entire mouth of sharpies. And horns.
Aye, and horns.
Is that a
It's a
demon?
demon, not a vampire.
There is a slight difference.
Same thing. He's really,
No,
really
one's
bad.
undead, one's
really evil.
infernal. There's a difference. One weak to
His
holy
horns
magic,
were
the other
yellow
one weak
and
to
his
sun.
skin was black. Does that help?
His what? Wait, what was
Horns were yellow, skin was black.
Hey, Lily. Lily's here. Yay.
Hello.
We'll drink.
And
Lily the
earlier,
pink,
earlier I saw the DV
the
cakes with
savior
this as well.
of the human race.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't
I
mod this
just
and
don't
stream my
have
phone
time
close
to
to
text
death.
this.
No worries.
It's pink.
All right. So she does say, I do recall there's a staircase near the front of the building we could go through and go if we wanted to go back in the building and take care of the kids issue. Right through the front would have been.
I want to at least
2 doors
try.
down.
Let's see what's there.
He has a really powerful charm. He tried to affect
We're not
my
going
mind.
into his room.
He's right next door.
I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I can't let you die on your own, so.
Would anyone like some of Glim's freshly acquired, unreleased Golden Kush?
What?
What?
He said, look at the box. It's got Kush right here on it.
And there's gold in there.
Now
so
do
it's-
it. Now do I see the name
Needs the
Moria?
needs the name Morgul? Yeah.
Morgul?
Would you like some?
Put these back.
He goes,
No,
but they're
do
just...
not put them back.
No.
Don't put them back.
We can't steal from this family.
We can't let them have them either.
It's
He
gold
goes,
at
"What?
the moment. They're changing.
You going to show him what you found? Because I imagine one of them didn't get back into its holder, right?
Yeah. I'm going
She
to.
shows you one of the bolts.
I'm going to take the bolt,
Huh?
snap off the head, and put the golden head in my pocket.
Ah, that's a waste.
Could I see another one?
Sure.
Do it again.
Snap.
Oh, that's a lot of waste.
You're right. Could I try one more?
Don't waste this one,
Okay.
or else Glim won't give you another. Your allowance will be cut off.
Okay. Snap.
You're cut off.
Saw that coming.
No, I know it's
Saw
coming.
it. Yeah.
Glim is trusting.
So you write down on your character sheet that you got 3 golden arrow tips.
I
Nice.
hand you a quiver.
A quiver, so he gets 20, huh?
20.
Hey, could I see that quiver?
Would you care for a quiver?
Sure.
Gold works.
Sure.
Gold looks good on
See,
ladies.
Well, it's everyone's getting a quiver. I should get a quiver.
What were you gonna say, John?
You didn't even have
Will you
a
pass me
crossbow.
my-
Gold looks on a gold looks good on a woman. I wonder how it would look
Hey.
in them.
Wait,
Wait a minute.
you remember what happened to that
Shooting
gold
them with
when
that-
we
that's what you do with
across
them, you
the
know?
feud?
Could
No,
we
no,
have
but
my
Yeah, it got
how they
turned
would look
into
good
this,
in a
and I have
woman.
the knife still.
Getting a little
Exactly.
Oh,
Just drink that.
I understand what's going to happen to this gold.
Crash.
There you
Do
go.
they want to leave it here?
A quiver
Yeah,
and
we're
20
only
bolts.
We got a-
gold.
we got a mechanical
just pass
roll.
it to me.
around this
There we
that
go.
weren't the thralls.
That's her pencil.
Oh, was it her pencil?
That was
we will
hers.
clearly be indicated. This is a town of control and law.
Does anybody have a praise?
I don't want to have. You see, I'm willing to break the law.
Glenn can
but
give you
not in
some
a way
praise.
That's going to get me caught.
You're a wonderful singer.
That's fine.
And
But
Glim values your
I
time.
do not
here.
feel good about leaving this in evil hands.
Thank
At the
you,
moment,
Glim.
it's just gold.
They're changing it up there.
I think they're not going to be able to get another box.
Oh, I'm sure.
Sorry, this
but
is
one
Glenn.
less box
No, I
of
love it.
soul-destroying arrows? Aye, I think that's a well-worth quest.
Make a wisdom check.
Do you think it's sold me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll make sure that you both heard that because they were kind of whispering, but that phrase is going to stick in your head.
I was not
Soul
whispering
destroying
that phrase.
arrows.
What?
Soul
Soul
destroying
destroying
Yeah,
arrows.
soul destroying arrows.
Zolder whispering?
19.
No, is it Zolder?
No, that's
And yeah,
Valair.
soul
Valair,
destroying.
mine.
You did hear
Zolder's
them right. They
Elder's
did
Monday
say soul
character.
destroying.
That is my
arrows.
bad.
19.
Yeah,
That is
you
my
did hear
bad.
that. You
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
definitely know they were talking about
Which
the
now makes
arrows.
sense why I was snapping them in half.
What do I know about soul destroying arrows?
There's only
Just
one. No, there's only one material you know that would make that. It's something known as Morgul blades. It's only found in swords or knives.
Are they dangerous to use?
They're
To the
If you
user?
nick or cut yourself with them, they eat your soul.
But if you use them as weapons, they eat the
If
enemy's
they happen
soul.
to accidentally cut your hand, you can die.
If you get a 1
Okay.
on an attack roll,
You could razor blade yourself, and yes.
And be done. Then make a new character. Okay.
yeah.
So just be careful whenever you're breaking the heads off.
Nope, they're gold right
They're
now.
gold right now. They're being transmuted.
So it's only the
into
wood that
material.
makes them soul destroying?
No,
So-
it's the gold.
They have a process
Turns
to
into
change the
this.
gold.
I have a Morgul blade in my hand.
You have one too for you to see.
Yeah.
Go on.
It turns into this weird, infinitely light material that not good.
It looks like, imagine a piece of black asphalt with all the rocks removed, all the little potholes and stuff.
So like black
That's
so
what it
dark
looks
it's
like.
hard to
So
see.
it doesn't look
Dingy
like
and bubbly
when- so on a
bubbles.
blade. On a blade, it basically looks like a crude stone blade, very crude looking, but it's actually made out of gold.
Would you like another one?
Can I throw arrows? Like,
No, it's a crossbow. You can shoot and fire.
If you can get a
Can
crossbow,
you
you
get
can
a
use them
crossbow?
bolts.
and they can be used in either light or heavy crossbows. 'Cause that's just a matter.
Time
And
of
he
Get a
summoned a heavy crossbow,
crossbow.
so would you like a second one?
I don't need bolts for this.
You don't need them. It's nice to have them.
I'll take an extra one.
No, they literally. He doesn't need them.
I'll take an extra one.
I'll take an extra one
You're
too.
cut off.
Oh, come
I'll
on,
take
Glim.
an extra
You
one.
should have thought of that before you broke
Oh,
three.
Glim, I saved your life, remember?
Oh.
You would never ever been gingerbread if it weren't for me.
And
That's
we
a
wouldn't be
bargain if I've
squabbling
ever heard
over
one.
golden arrow heads if it wasn't for Glim.
Okay.
Glim thinks we're...
The bottom door swings open.
Shit.
Who is it?
I take a step back.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
it's-
you see, it's the other kitchen person.
That noticed me the first time.
Yeah, well, no, he leans out the window and goes, Edna, break's over. Come on, we got some work to do. Oh, hello.
Is it the
Hello.
guy I talked to or no?
No,
No, it's
And
the
these are
kitchen
the
staff.
kitchen person, not the thrall.
right.
Right, so
Hello.
real quick, what's going on in there?
Breakfast. Well, we're doing cleanup, getting ready to start lunch.
Ooh, lunch
For
sounds good.
who?
No, I don't know if Admiral Who will be here or not.
Great. So
Commander Hua, that's who we're working for.
when?
No, Win won't make it either.
Third base.
Glim's feeling a little peckish. Maybe we should join for lunch.
No. Cheery bye. I think we should get out
And
of here.
it comes by you, picks up her bucket. Now, it's okay.
Oh, of course. Just be careful.
Yeah.
You're liable to get
It.
ate, chewed and swallowed, if you will.
You're a churlish lad.
Ooh,
He doesn't like you to
churlish,
choke.
big words.
Oh, he's dragonborn, big teeth.
Arr.
That's enough. That's
Right,
enough.
you ready to go?
Yeah, through the front door.
Then we might as well go the way we came because no one's there. There's guards around front.
Alright.
There weren't any guards around. Well, the only
They were
guards
on the street.
if you stood on the street long enough, the guards came by. But you could watch for them if you wanted to go back around, whichever way you want to go. But
We know there's no one this way, so might as well.
Just go that way then.
Right, so I'll lead the way cautiously.
okay,
Retracted sword, but ready to go.
yep. So you're all together now, going through the kitchen.
dun,
Scullery?
dun.
I pick up a box.
The one that you left?
Yeah. To look like I'm walking with a box.
Okay.
Yeah, I desummoned the heavy crossbow.
Okay. So she picks up the box, going to a box again.
I think this is Scooby-Doo style, so we're like doing that creep where we don't really move.
Right, when you get to a corner, it's like head.
Everyone in unison. Dun-dun,
Like Zoids, man! I wonder what's behind the door!
dun-dun, dun-dun,
Okay.
dun-dun.
Does that make him Velma because he's the shortest?
What row?
No, you're right. You do have the personality and intelligence of Scooby-Doo.
There is that.
Does that make Glim the mascot of
Anyway,
this
so
stream?
you look
pretty
I
look
think
around
you
the
have
main
our
floor.
only fan.
There's nobody down here. Staircase
So you have
is
our
empty.
only fan.
Her box is sitting next to the staircase, so she picks up her box.
Yeah, Glim's your favorite character.
What's the range of my divine sense, and can it go through walls?
Oh.
It's 15 feet and it does not.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it literally is you're sensing the personalities involved. Sometimes it can work on objects, but not all the time.
So we go up to the next door, the door that we're
So
supposed
now
to
you're
go in.
going up to, so you're heading up the stairs,
Okay.
And I will poke my head around the corner.
and when you get to the top of the stairs, there's a black feathered avian
Sitting at
standing
the
there.
top of
Is
the
this your
stairs?
chicken?
Yeah,
Like a kangaroo? Or
yeah, big, long black beak, beady eyes, picking its beak with a toothpick.
What's the toothpick made out of?
What do you see, Fred?
What?
Divine sense.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna pick up as evil.
That's a big E, good buddy.
Freed.
Ruffles his feathers. Goes. That's a big eye, buddy.
Very true,
Yep, that's okay.
you are.
Hey, true. Yeah.
You are the most beautiful girl in the world.
Yeah, shut up, Mac.
Got you.
Yes,
Wonder
you
who you
did.
learned that one from.
She sells seashells by the seashore. Glim likes this guy.
Around the ragged rocks, the ragged rascal ran.
Around the ragged rocks, the ragged rascal ran.
And for
Close
the next
enough.
hour of the stream, we will do nothing but tongue twisters with this Kenku.
You're welcome.
I mean, what else would you expect from a D&D game?
Yep.
I will walk up towards him, glaring at him with my eyes.
Are you sure you're not winking at him?
He does have.
Or
I didn't
glaring
give you
with
the full
your
description on
nose.
him. He's wearing what looks like a zoot suit, very fine tailored, sharp points on his sleeves. He's got one of those hats, but he's got it cocked back like this. Well, as you walk up, he does the Michael Jackson slides his hat.
And when he does that,
Did
I
he
hit
start
him.
snapping at us?
Dun, 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 dun.
Not yet, but his hands are down next to his side.
When he does that, I'll open my switchblade.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Maybe we should just walk past
No,
him.
actually, the melody I would hear is right about this because he pulled out his switchblade. Is no, not that one. No,
He's thinking of.
I'm thinking of bad. Right?
But the tune you had.
I know. I did the wrong one.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know Bad's tune off the top of my head.
No, it's dun 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 dun.
That's what I just did.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, stream! Any true Michael Jackson fans, why not type out the solo to it?
Your butt is what? Hey, anyway, his fans do fall down to his side, and he pulls out this metal device out of his pocket and looks at it, pushes a button on it.
Does it look similar to something we have?
He has 60 seconds, and then I'm all yours.
That's a promise.
I'm gonna rush past him and see what happens.
You shove right past him. He doesn't even do anything. Just
I'm gonna sprint to the second door on the right. That
right past the one that you stopped at before that you don't want to stop at now.
No. That one's 2 doors further than the one we want to go to.
No, towards the front of the building, you stopped 2 doors short of where you wanted to be because it was second door in. Remember?
Right. Then I dash past that door,
To the right door. To the door we're supposed to be
past the
going to.
bad door to
Right.
the right door.
That's what I
He
was getting at.
dashes to the correct door.
That's what I was getting.
There
at.
we go.
Yes. Okay. So when you get there, you see that there's a name tag on the door frame.
What does it say?
It says Evelyn Wood speed reading course. No. This is called John bluffed for a second. Stop. Yeah, it would say B.K. Hamar. Hammar.
There's no title.
Can't touch this.
So I'm gonna open up the door.
Okay. You look in and there's a Pongit. Maybe 20-year-old. Looks like it's
Okay.
that's what I'm looking for.
What kind of
The
monkey?
little ones.
Gibbon? Ape or monkey?
No, the monkey, like not spider monkey, but the one that
Capuchin? The one with
capuchin.
the white face?
Yeah,
Okay.
capuchin.
Are you here against your will?
Remember the name Heather?
No, Mr. Hammer has me take messages. How can I help you?
What is this place?
He's Mr. Hammer's a counselor for the Crimson Vale.
Great. Is there a back door in this room?
Well, there's the office. Yes, we don't have a back door necessarily. There's a window back there, but it's awfully small. We only had 2 people trying to go out of it, and one of them was a Pac-Man, pachyderm man, and he didn't fit very well. We had to do like structural repair, make sure. And how can I help you?
I'm
Fit
gonna
his
walk
ass
past
through.
her and open up the office door.
She goes, no, I don't know. By the time you open it, and there's this
Oh no.
rather large male human, and he's got basically a folded belt in his hand, and there's about a 7-year-old little rattling.
We were too late.
Hands up, no, hands up, like that. Hammer turns, looks at you. What you doing here, lizard?
Now we have 2 reasons to kill.
I come up behind
He
him
insulted
and
my
try to charm
lineage.
him.
That's
And
20 on
the-
initiative.
Holy
Ooh. Okay, so you come up. He's standing in the doorway. You see what's going on behind. She says that you were going to.
Any problem
Try
with
and
that?
charm him.
Huh?
Any problem with that?
Charm person?
Dunking
or...
this dude? Not so far.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
coup de grace
So
with
you,
your
you
blade.
wish to cast
I
charm
want to
person.
cast
My blade?
charm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she. Okay, because hers
Oh,
is
I
an
never
audible
gave you
attack
the
as
blade.
they're
No,
as they're
I
meeting
mean,
eyes and discussing.
that's
Go
what I
ahead
wanna do.
and
Guys,
make your which using
They
the
make a
charm
save.
person spell.
Charm person spell.
they make a wisdom save. Your save DC is a 14.
Guy says, "Wow, how can I help you, young lady?"
I mosey up to him real close.
He
And
gets a little taller. His chest puffs out a little bit.
And I tell him that it's a mighty, mighty fine belt.
Thank you.
And
I
then
only use the best.
and then I touch
Oh,
his
the
cheek.
children!
And then I grab one of the assault arrows and I stab him in the neck.
You just have
Can I do
regular.
Yes.
Crossbow
Can I
bolts.
do that? Is
So
that
everyone-
possible?
Yeah,
I
no,
do
they're
one.
just regular crossbow bolts. It's
They're just golden tipped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But aren't they sold? Aren't
Not
they
yet.
sold?
No.
Oh.
Special process.
Oh, we have to do that first.
No,
By the
no,
way-
I showed you
okay.
though.
No, the issue is he stopped and looked because you were making sure that he was okay with it. The new girl actually started playing before she even got into the room. She was already prepping the
Well,
charm.
no, that was out of character of me talking to him.
I'm just giving the metaphor for the new kid in the block here.
We can back
Sure.
up and start before I go.
Oh no,
No,
we're-
it's fine.
No,
Okay.
the
I'm
issue.
ready
We're
to
gonna
kill
golden
him.
Yeah.
spot.
And,
Also,
well, no,
for-
he's also going to be mystified because he's turned on the guy expecting the fight because he had the belt already raised in his hand.
Because you rolled for initiative to fight him.
He
Right.
rolled for initiative because he was going to go for it, but you'd already started playing because you said before he said he was going to initiative. So I'm just saying, I'm adjudicating that you started your music before then. You were anticipating charming everybody in the building. You weren't necessarily talking about just him when you said charm. When you walk in, you see what is going on. Then I granted you the ability to cast your charm. And you don't know whether I succeeded or not, but you walked up and you did all that clever stuff, touching his cheek and all of that. So at that point, then we have initiative because he already was prepping for action. So then the whole I pull out an arrow and stab him with it. That means you had to put your bow someplace because you play a violin, so you had a bow in your hand, so you couldn't stab him with that. You were going for the arrow.
Well,
See.
you could stab him with that, but it'd be
But-
really bad for the strings.
You'd be bad
You'd be
for
real
you.
bad for the strings. Yeah.
Also, by the way, for your
Yeah, of course,
benefit,
you
charm
know how
person,
best
if
to
you
do it.
attack the person, it falls off. So upon When you attack,
So then I'd
they're
be
no
real
longer
close.
charmed.
Okay, well,
Just
that'll
giving
be-
you that
that's
heads up.
Good to know ahead of time. And those arrows are not soul destroying because the process hasn't already happened.
Of
No,
course.
I
Yeah.
showed
was
you.
it-
But you don't
I
necessarily know
showed
that
you a
'cause
Morgul blade.
they're also talking
They're not
up here. You
gold.
only saw that he had one, so you're thinking maybe they can do it, so you don't know.
Oh, so it wasn't dangerous for us to have them and accidentally scratch ourselves.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No,
Although
I just
right
think
now,
it's dangerous
you
to
kill
have
them
them because we're
gloriously.
in Lawman Town.
Oh.
So now we have to roll initiative.
But at least right
But you
now you
already
kill
have.
him
Well,
gloriously.
he just rolled, but everybody rolls, so you roll as well.
So you roll and you add your initiative score, which is a
Sure
1.
does.
Join me in this
Sure, that's
this very vindicative battle.
This justifiable.
I don't even
violence.
care if the kids are evil. Just
Right? It doesn't.
it doesn't matter.
Kids,
You don't-
children
you
aren't
don't-
evil.
you
They're
don't
just
do that.
chaotic.
But they love you.
Exactly.
Does this one love him? We don't know that yet, do we?
Well,
I'm sure
I'm
she's
sure
really
this
not.
child-
about saving the children.
This was one of the one that's in the room. You don't know about that, but you do know that it was one of the ones that this guy had messed with. So. Okay, so.
I'm sure this child's gonna love anyone who helps him. Actually, I'm just clarifying. It's a boy, right?
He just said rattling child.
I,
Not rattling.
Yeah. I've
Kids
just,
have no gender.
it's a rattling child, so it doesn't much matter whether it's a boy or a girl. You really can't tell by looking at one because they're just wearing trousers and a shirt. So
Look like a rat.
nice.
I just asked for
It's an
anyone
ugly
curious.
kid, but it's still a kid.
Okay.
Means
It's-
everyone else does.
Maybe this one will be your ugly kid soon.
Oh God, please.
Okay.
Adoption.
So what'd you get initiative?
Nat 20.
So
Nat 20.
modified.
You don't have any decks, do you?
I do.
Plus
You
one.
add.
Plus 2.
2, so 22.
So Travis, just for your
What'd you
benefit
get for
too.
initiative?
14.
The only thing that a nat 20 matters on is attack rolls. Everything else, it doesn't.
No, you always
Great.
declare nat 20. 14. You declare it because maybe John's gonna do something
Good.
cool.
Yeah, you never
19
know.
modified.
Like if you roll a nat 20 on perception, your vision zooms out and you feel stiff and plasticky, and you're so to your friends.
All right.
And then you come back
so
to reality.
as she's stroking his cheek, you can see she's reaching for her belt.
Mm-hmm.
But you beat her on initiative, so you physically get to act first. What is your action?
And perhaps you know that that's
He
not
did,
going to kill him.
he
I'm
did
awfully
bring
close
the belt
and you-
down once she walked in the room because he was responding to her music.
So I'm gonna sidestep and slash hard.
Roll to hit.
Attack it all.
I really hope you hit him because I need to move out of the way.
Does a 16 hit?
Let's
16 will hit.
Nice. So then I'm going to
2d6.
do.
Here we go for some righteous smiting action.
Yeah, I do.
Oh man. Divine smite.
Hmm.
Burning
Mm.
smite. Everything. Dice.
So
I'm gonna do.
one thing
Searing
the
Smite.
paladins get to do is they get special magical
fire
power.
is
They
a
basically
good-
call down the hammer of God
good thing
when
for this
they
one.
swing. So they get modifiers on their attack rolls for damage.
That's cool.
But official 5e rules is supposed to be that Divine Smite's the only one you can apply after you successfully hit. The others you have to equip to your item
You have
before
to
you
say that I'm
swing.
going to use this.
Well, you equip it and
You
it's a
just
bonus action. It
It's
just
only
stays on
once per
until
day
you
or
hit.
whatever.
Oh.
But Divine Smite, you can hit and then do it. And it adds to the damage.
Cool. Paladins are cool.
So I
The
got
paladins
a
only one
burst
guy.
damage. They deal a lot.
To one.
18
Like
damage.
18?
4 of which is
Searing.
searing, fire, and he has to make
Is
a
it
con save.
fire or is it radiant?
Fire.
What's it called?
Yeah, because it's a searing smite. It's gonna burn him if he fails.
If
the
he
save.
fails a save, he takes even more damage.
Yeah.
He basically every turn gets to make another con save to avoid
He
a
failed.
d6 of damage.
So
He
takes
takes it
another d6.
on his next turn.
In this turn, yeah.
Oh, well.
You successfully applied the fire damage no matter what. Just
At the
next
start of
turn-
each turn, until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On
Yeah,
a failed save.
he keeps
Okay.
taking damage from the first attack.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay, so we'll roll the d6 when next turn.
but he's on fire,
He lights.
which is
but-
probably going to stop him from doing any concentration spells.
Yeah, since he's one of the.
He's totally a wizard.
The warrior. Yeah, he looks like a wizard. Glenn?
Glim's turn, huh? And I just saw him basically great sword and sear him.
My sword literally was on fire, like my model.
That's awesome.
His sword's on
Let me see your mini.
See, I told you he's white. Look how white he is.
Look how
Did
totally
you make
went.
this one?
No, it's
No,
bought
it's a-
from Gameology in Montclair.
Best store in the world.
Absolutely.
Or at least LA County. Probably the world.
Get all your unpainted minis
In
here.
our world.
In our world.
Get your minis painted. Mace
That's
it
like
up.
really
Fine.
handy
Yes. Fine on
that there
Facebook.
just happens to be
$5 for 2.
a mini that's like perfect for your.
That I'm sure. As a matter of fact, I've got a model that you'd be impressed with. In that I got one. I think Mesa painted it for me, but it's a minstrel who plays it. Outfit.
Well, Mesa also painted
Oh, is
that
it your
one.
Lindsay figure?
Yeah, my Lindsay Viking figure.
Alright, so Glim's going to cast Grease, trying to douse the man. So
Grease is the word.
Why are you trying to doubt from him?
Grease. The Grease spell.
Okay.
So basically,
It's bell slippery.
yeah, he has to make a dex save to keep his footing.
Oh no, greased up deck guy.
Will it explode on contact?
It's not that type of grease. We've already confirmed.
That's for John to decide.
And Jonathan decided because it's already been tried before. So
like 3 different
This
times.
is
If I
like-
don't ask, it can't change.
yeah, exactly. But it's a silicon-based grease, so it doesn't do anything. It might put the fire out.
Gnomes in their grease.
Dex save. No, this guy, not only is he pathetic at spells, he's also pathetic
At keeping his
at
footing.
keeping his footing. So he's
Does his
now,
belt fly out of his hand?
Yeah, more than likely.
Glim is
Let's see.
pleased with
He's
the grease
prone?
fight.
He's prone.
He is prone,
He's
so,
still smoking. Going to take the extra when it's his action,
and you have advantage on
and he's
attacking
without
with melee.
his belt. So
We've-
when he does stand up, his pants will probably fall off.
Nice.
So he has no belt.
And Wraith and Clarinella. Choose who goes first because you both had 14s.
You can go first.
Now you want to stab him with the arrow that you pulled
No,
out?
no,
You
stab
will-
him with the non-soul.
Okay. So when you're attacking him on the ground, you get advantage. So you get to roll twice and take the better of the two.
But because this is a
We don't know
improvised
what
weapon,
does
you
it
don't
get?
get proficiency bonus.
Just,
So
you should
it's
probably
just plus
use your
1.
dagger.
Okay, I
Yeah.
stab him with my.
No, I think well, she wanted to do
Oh,
this,
yeah.
the arrow. Go for the arrow.
I'm just saying it. You have advantage, so you have twice the chance to hit him. It's just no proficiency bonus.
So you
So
lose
is
the
it
plus 2.
So it's not.
It's
It's,
your
it's
dex.
still
Plus
my
1.
dex.
So
Yes.
your
Yes.
dex.
You are correct.
And what? Just
D20.
roll for the damage. Okay.
Gotta
Roll
hit
it
first.
twice and take the highest of the 2 rolls.
It's not that one. Okay, 12.
12 plus. That's included in the modifier. Dex.
So plus 1.
13.
So 13. 13 will miss, even though he's
Even
on
though
the
he's
ground.
prone.
It's slippery.
Yeah. Wraith.
Sorry.
That's okay. Do I move? Do I have a move and an attack?
You do have a move
Yes.
as well, so you move out of the way if you
I
want.
move out of the way.
Okay.
So it's a move. I have a choice between a move.
No, you get it. No,
You get it
You
all.
always get a move.
Oh,
Your move is 30, which is 6 inches on
Okay.
normal
You always get a
normal
move.
terrain.
and then since
And
I'm a
then you get-
spellcaster, do I get a spell and an attack or no?
No, it's either
Okay,
or.
okay.
And with your spells, you have spells or cantrips, and some cantrips have a bonus. They'll say can be used as a bonus action, and
As
the bonus
does.
action therefore gives you technically in those rounds 2 actions: your regular action and a bonus. But it's very limited in what you can do with the bonus.
Okay.
You actually do have 2 bonus action choices if you wish to use
The
them.
healing word and the
Bardic Inspiration.
bardic inspiration, which does a d6
Give
of.
somebody else a
You
d6.
choose somebody
on
to grant a
They
D6
use it
bonus.
on a die roll. They can use it
Yeah.
on an attack or a save.
Pretty
They
much, I
can't
think
use
it's
it as
any D20
skill.
roll.
No,
Other than death
skill
save.
Other than this.
and
Other
skills.
than just no, they can even use it on skills.
Oh, nice.
Skills.
Very utilitarian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just not.
And
death
you
saves.
still have a turn.
Right, so
Yes.
you could
So I
give him
could do
Bardic
bardic
Inspiration on.
inspiration
Great.
to do whatever you're doing next.
So,
Okay.
so you're,
How do you
you're,
bardically
so you were
inspire?
singing about, oh, I love you, but Wraith is really cool.
And any
It goes
Because
quite
that's,
like
because
that.
that's the issue, because you actually used Charm as your spell for this round. So technically you couldn't have stabbed him unless you had stab as a bonus action.
Oh.
So that's good.
Uh,
It's theatric at this point. And I do believe in what people have been calling the rule of cool. If it makes the story move, we're using it.
in a better way. Yeah.
He's gonna make a wisdom save at a 15.
No, he's not. He's missed every other damn roll so far.
Yeah, watch him roll a 20.
No, there was
Man.
20 sitting in the pot, so no, he wasn't going to roll another 20.
Okay, he is paralyzed.
Great.
Oh.
I have cast Hold Person on him.
Nice.
Now
you
going to-
cleric, you.
Now
Used to be a cleric exclusive spell. Now everybody can do it.
Yeah, just no, you don't move.
If he hits,
I can
it's
imagine.
an auto crit.
I can imagine you waving
That's not how
a
this works.
No, he gets a save at the end of every turn.
No, but I'm saying if something attacks
Yeah, I
him-
know. If we decide to kill him, now it's going to be really easy.
Yeah.
Because we get advantage to swing, and it's a crit if it hits.
Yep.
So what are you doing? You
I am
cast the
going
spell.
to...
He's held.
As a full action.
Yeah, I cast the spell.
You have anything else?
I'm
as a
going to
bonus
walk
action?
up to him, and I'm going to say, "You're going to tell us exactly why you were beating that child, and if we don't like the answer, you're not relieving this room alive.
Glim will throw more grease on you.
Now don't even try to tell a lie, because we will know."
I'll know.
Someone grab the belt, we'll beat the
Just
truth out
a
of it.
rat, for God's sake. It wasn't a person anyway.
Sounds great. My action?
It is. Except he has something to say at the end of his action.
He has to make a save
he
against
failed again.
hold person and a save against.
That
searing
is an
smite.
extra 4 damage of fiery goodness. So what's the rule on coup de grace?
Well, you're gonna.
You-
Your swing is it's a crit.
If
'cause
you
it's
are, if
paralyzed.
you are not going non-lethal, then any attack you hit will be a critical, and you get to roll twice to see whether you hit or
Then
not.
yeah, I want to do that.
So he's just trying to kill him.
Yeah. Okay. No. So if you just if all you're going for is just lethality, you can CDG and just basically switch to whatever weapons small enough to do that on, because you wouldn't use a greatsword, because unless you're going to lop his head off.
I want to lay the blade of the greatsword across his head and shink like that.
Whew.
Seems more effort than it's worth.
It's much more theatrical to somebody who likes big swords, because he wants to make sure
True.
the blood's the whole damn thing.
You know what? You are right.
That's all this is for.
You are right.
And he is a dragon, after all.
But Glim just comments, seems a little more impractical than it's worth.
Actually, I could just see him waiting until after you finish. He goes, then as he's pulling the blade back and doing the whole gratuitous long scene, staring at his blade, then you say, "Seems a little excessive."
Pretty much. Glim's getting really used to just watching people.
The young lady goes, "I guess it means I'm not getting paid." She folds up her little notebook. "I wasn't here." She walks up the door.
So I'm
Then
going
what-
to.
I'm okay with that.
I'm going to pick up his head and look in his eyes.
Okay, he's technically still attached to the rest of his body.
Well, then I'm going to make sure that it's not.
It says, so one more pass.
Glim wishes
Off.
to give.
And I'm going to look in his head and say, "Oh, don't worry. It's okay that we killed you. It's not like you're a person."
Oh.
Glim wants to give the monkey 2 silver as its severance package.
Very funny. That's so disgusting and so tasteless. Severance package, indeed. She walks out.
What are you talking? Ah! Glim did get it,
That was awful.
but I do give 2 silver to it. Oh, I don't get paid. Well, here's your final paycheck.
That's not what you said. You said a severance package.
No, I know. I'm just.
Ooh.
Is there anything else important in the room?
I really didn't realize what I was saying.
Yeah. Looks like he's got dossiers on probably 40 or 50 people that are in this complex, including one that you see that's under the M for Malika.
Do we want to go check out the child?
Malika's
what
who
room
we're
is he in?
looking for,
The kid's
right?
still sitting in the corner sobbing and actually not sobbing right now. It's in shock, staring at the dead body. And the blood still flowing across the floor.
I'm going to go over to her.
Oh no! No! Dragonborn big scary thing come out
No,
of
it's
nowhere.
fine. It's fine. The ratlings like him.
I'm going to
We don't know if this
stop
one does.
short and offer my hand like this.
She puts her little hand in yours.
And I'm going to cast Bless.
And as soon as you do, you look into her eyes and you know exactly who she is. Do I have to do I spell it out?
Yeah.
The one that was wearing the mask?
And I'm going to cast Bless and say it's going to be alright.
Don't worry.
She really runs to find an orange veil. No. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Sylvia. I can't remember her name.
Yep.
You should go run home to your dad. Did your dad send you here?
No. You ran away. So somebody had to do something for him.
Do you know how to get into the big ziggurat?
Yes, let's start
Right
asking
through the
questions.
front door?
Sounds great.
there a
You
side
go
door?
and tell your friends to no come around this building anymore.
No.
Ever.
No. Okay. Was I a good dragon? Was I a good dragon?
The best.
She scampers away.
Why not give her a scale or something?
He doesn't want to show that they're removable.
Right. Never show your weakness. I don't care who you are.
No, they're not removable.
Well, yes, they are. I can get you one. I can get one out of there if I have to.
Right. So the dossiers.
Yep. So it shows that the individuals on the list are. It seems like that the records are indicating their relative high position within this new developing order, and in particular, it looks like Malachi's area of expertise.
Malachus.
Malachus. I'm sorry, not Malachus. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Just making sure.
Malachus. He's actually supposed to be pacifying dragons.
Oof.
What does that
That's
mean?
that's his task.
This is the guy that we're going to look for?
That we're gonna kill. Yeah.
Especially now. But in particular, the reason why there's a dossier in this counselor's place is apparently he's been having. Well, they list them as delusions. Something about seeing white horses, specifically a ghostly herd.
Malachus.
Yeah. No, everybody, all the people in all these different dossiers, they've all had
Having
run-ins
dreams
of that, or of Eldrin airships descending. Just a lot of warlike imagery that doesn't match with anything in the local histories. Like things have happened that haven't happened.
Cool.
Okay.
I do want to bring
Is
to your
it-
attention the time.
Oh, it's already 10?
It's
Eight.
no,
Nine.
9.
Oh, it's
Holy
9?
cow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a minute till 9.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to take let's just make a 5-minute break instead of a full-on 10-minute break. So, and we'll be right back. Stream. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. 1. Alrighty, welcome back to Nycos D&D Fellstone Chronicles. And I lost my place in here. The Sanguine Ziggurat. Today, we do have 4 characters with us. I'm going to go to the stage left here and give a first name, your character's name, class, race, and what did you think of this woman smoking blackroot? That's your character's opinion.
My name is Lisa. My character's name is Clarinella. She is a bard half-elf, and she thought that the woman smoking outside was tired and plain.
Plain.
My name is Travis Hancock,
That's a plain
and I
lady.
play Valer. He's the Dragonborn Paladin, and that lady that came out and started smoking is the one we're talking about, right? I'm pretty sure she's bad. They're making lunch for a bunch of baddies. They see enthralled people go up and down. Do they care? Probably not nice people.
I'm Cody. I play Wraith, the half-Undran warlock. And I think she was just trying to take her break when Valer almost took her head off.
I didn't have a blade drawn.
He did.
Hello, everyone. I'm Matt. I play Glim, the Tink Gnome Wizard. And the lady who is smoking must have been very calm, seeing that there is a strange, scale-like, dragon-esque figure ready to attack anyone who goes through a door. I'd be very shocked if that happened to Glim. Oh, wait, it happens anytime he goes through a door that he's on the other side of.
You know, you should introduce yourself as Glim, formerly of the Glimberbread 5.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Or, hi, I'm Glenn, formerly known as Glim, Glum, and Glum.
It should be the gnome formerly known as the Glimberbread 5.
I'm Glim, formerly known as Glints.
Right, so is there anything else of you in the room?
Thank you.
Well, like I said, there are the dossiers on all those other names, so you might want to take the whole set of files you wanted to. It'd be a
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you've got to.
I'll sandwich them between my other books.
Okay. In case it's getting kind of heavy, but okay. So let's see, what else would you?
Can I look through? Is there a desk?
Yeah, there's the small desk where the monkey was sitting, the Ponget was sitting, and then there's also the counselor's desk.
Can I look through the counselor's desk?
Yeah, the first thing you'll notice is kind of disturbing is the counselor's desk actually has metal iron rings at each corner.
Gross. Anything else in the
It
drawers?
just trying to paint as clear a picture as possible. Yeah, what's worse is there's a drawer full of drawings.
What kind of drawings?
Rather explicit.
So burning stuff.
Ew, no.
I want to look at the body. Is there anything on the body? Anything in the pockets?
Ooh. Okay. Searching the body.
I'm gonna regret this, but Glim's gonna
Get
check
that
out the
loose.
side
She
room.
left the head on, and we could have hung him by his own belt.
Made it look
There's
like
other
suicide.
ways in.
Yeah, with all the blood all over that would not have worked.
Wait, we can try to reattach the head with the belt.
If only
Like
somebody
the
had
yellow
mending.
ribbon, that
Yeah.
old scary story.
If
Yeah.
only we had
I think
mending.
it's the green ribbon.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a ribbon.
You find a ring of 4 odd-shaped keys. And underneath his shirt is on his right arm a what do they call it? Lost my brain here. That arm, what do they call it? Like a snake that goes up your arm. There's a term for that.
Ouroboros?
No,
The snake biting its own tail?
no, I'm talking not the snake. I'm talking about the piece of jewelry that you wear on your arm. That
Armlet?
looks like,
Armlet?
there's a word for it.
Bracer?
No, it's
Armband?
jewelry.
What's
I
it
want to
made
say
out of?
phylactery. That's not the right
No.
word.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Kodar had one.
Right.
But yeah, it's like it's a band that wraps around a couple times.
Right.
So it's
Mm.
Ornamental. It just
Yeah.
sticks to you. It holds on to your. The shape of it holds onto the muscle of your arm, so it doesn't slide off. It's just a piece of jewelry. It's made out of looks like pure gold, but it has a reddish tint to the metal.
What do I know about that kind of metal?
Make an Arcana check.
We do, careful.
I'm just learning.
I want a divine sense on it.
I'm not touching it. I'm
Right.
not touching it.
She's
That-
doing
that's
an
odds
she's
upon
doing an Arcana check. You're doing divine
I don't know
sense.
anything about it. 7.
It's shiny and pretty as far as you're
So
concerned.
shiny.
I want.
Divine sense. It is not giving off any
Sign of alignment.
no
One or the other?
alignment connection. Right.
It's
Well,
neutral.
it's not
try an
evil.
Arcana on it.
You're also gonna try Arcana.
Yeah, see if it's magical at all.
It's
I'm gonna
funny
go make
'cause
sure
you
to
just
burn-
detect magic.
She
I don't have
attempted.
detect magic.
No, I'm
23.
just saying
23.
somebody at the table has
Um,
detect magic could detect magic.
No,
Not
but
Glim.
as you're studying it, because you rolled so well, Saf says, "Remember the metals."
Who's Saf?
He's my patron. You cannot hear him.
Okay.
He can only talk to me.
So I'm
No.
going around burning anything that I don't like, that shouldn't exist. You know,
Okay.
scourging. You know.
I take the keys.
So you're gonna light a torch, or because you're only get to do the fire breath once.
I don't have fire breath,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna like use tinderbox, light some sticks.
There is a fireplace. So you can just light it in the fireplace.
Yeah. Lighting,
Sorry.
any papers that
They like
Yeah.
stuffed it really high.
The less and highly objectionable.
burning the
stuff.
bed, making sure.
I got you.
Lump the knives,
Checking-
bend the
checking
No,
flint.
the-
there actually isn't a bed. There's just a little sofa.
That's fine.
Yes.
That
Yes.
burns.
Is there a lockbox anywhere that these keys might go to?
Nothing.
Cut
Nothing
the
appears
cloth,
to be here in the room
turn
except for the front
leave
door
the
doesn't
bones
work.
on the
One of them might fit the door.
Pour the milk
Does
on
he
the
have a
magic
coin
floor.
Splash oddly,
the
no.
wine on every door's
But he also has a sigil on a loose chain around his neck
and a
that,
whole pound them up with a
for lack of a better
gold-
term, looks like a
Oh, nice.
9-pointed
Okay.
star.
Yeah, sorry.
That's cool.
And at the center of the 9 points is a red stone.
And they're ready if they are.
Is that dangerous?
Send them down the hole to roll.
I think it means he's in some kind of.
You have religion. You can make a religious check.
Sure,
I do
I'll
too.
do a
So
religious
because it's
check.
red, it's like red metal.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
red
it's a
stone.
red veil. Like,
No.
No, it's a cult.
Make your
Secret.
Arcana check. Make your history check. See if you can pick it up.
Oh my god.
14.
I'm
What
buying new dice today.
What is
I
Oh,
just missed the
religion.
gnome page
Okay.
for one to go fast.
The what?
The gnome page.
So 14.
Yeah,
I
me
might-
and
I
Blair-
might have something for
Blair
this.
and I rolled the same.
Um, Yes, it's an emblem of religious order, but you can't.
It's not
Not directly
general
placed.
red veil, so it's one of the.
It's like a secret society within.
Mhm.
the Red
Oh
Veil.
yeah, if it's red veil, I ain't
So-
know no shit about it anyway.
You
But
may
the-
want to take that just in case.
We need it on the inside.
You might be able to sneak in with it.
I take it.
Okay. But the
What do you know about the metals?
what'd you get on that roll?
14. I rolled the same as Blair.
Okay. Yeah. So he knows there's something about the metal
It's not for
that's
future because our goblins already
concerning, but he can't place
So it'd be
where
present.
in history why it's important that it's not red. He just says I wouldn't trust it.
So we're not taking the armband.
Do we have do I have gloves
Well, it doesn't.
in my disguise kit? Like spare gloves?
More than likely, you'd have a set of gloves, and if not, write them down so you'll have them for next time. You're in a place where you can buy them if you need to.
Can I take out one of my gloves and like pull it off his arm and put the other glove on it and store it without touching it?
Sure, you just wrap
Well,
it
it's
in a
not
piece of cloth.
magical. It's just the metal's weird.
Can
So
I,
the
can
metal's
I
not,
roll a
like,
quick
poisonous.
investigation to
There's no
monitor-
special properties as far as
We
we
don't
know.
know.
You don't know. That's the problem,
Okay.
is that nobody made a check that would allow them to know.
Okay. What kind of check would that be?
It would be
The
a very
three-
high arcana
It's either
or
arcana,
detect magic.
either arcana or history. That's what it's checking, because
And
it's
both
the
of
metal.
those I got a bad.
Right.
Can I do a more thorough investigation check?
I could do an
Of the
arcana.
room?
Yeah.
Of the room?
Yeah.
And the anteroom then.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a lookout by the.
Okay.
Nope, I find absolutely nothing.
Okay. While you're standing by the door, out from the doorway comes a brown feathered chicken hawk. This little short thing. As it comes out the door, it's followed by something that's dressed in a long, flowing brown robe that moves unnaturally. In other words, it comes completely out of the doorway and then turns a sharp turn and then lumbers and kind of like the weight shifts back and forth underneath the cloak in a very unnatural motion. Like, just, it's a little disturbing to watch the way its shoulders move way too wide for the amount of movement in the hips as this thing walks away. And you also notice it seems to be possibly a tail, but if it's a tail, it's impossibly low on the bottom of the robe.
Like it's two people standing on top of each other?
No, it's something has a tail, but just the shape doesn't seem right. As you see it turned in profile, it brings its hands up together into like a praying mode, and the brown hood over the front just completely occludes the facial features at all. Where you might have seen a nose, for example, there's nothing.
A veil.
And it shimmies down the staircase perpendicular to you.
Did we get what room Malicus is in?
Malicus isn't in this building. Malicus is at the cloister, and this is not the
Okay.
cloister.
We were just looking for a way in, and those
No,
kids
this
told
was-
us to come here, and now.
Oh, I thought on the dossier it said something about them being in here.
Oh.
I think he came here, but
No,
This was his counselor.
Malicus was here talking to this counselor at some point in the last week or so about
Oh,
something
okay.
he saw.
So this is our hit list.
is there a schedule? Like
Is there a schedule in the dossiers?
Interesting to note that the sightings do have a calendrical sequence to them, and Malicus is the one who's been seeing things the longest.
Well, I was
What
just
are
gonna
the
say, like,
sightings?
does he have an appointment coming up?
There's so many you don't have time to read them here.
Does the assistant have a
She
appointment
left.
planner? No, on her desk.
Did she leave it?
No, it looks like that might have been what she folded up and took with her.
Okay.
Can I rifle through her desk?
Sure, she has a penchant for being hyper organized, so she's alphabetized her office supplies inside of her desk. So her staplers and then her pens, tacks are in between.
Almost an obsessive amount.
That's awesome.
There's a banana in there, isn't there?
No, but there's like erasers that are banana shaped.
Cute.
Right. So
I was gonna suggest most organized people
I
keep
think-
backups. Maybe she has. like, a
how
spare
vengeful are you
planner
guys
or
feeling
something?
right now?
Well, we already got this guy down.
Well, I feel like
With
maybe
no
this
effort.
whole dossier is perhaps a client list.
Most likely, but
Don't you want to
We
waste
can't-
our time?
I don't know if we should waste. Well,
Do
we may
you-
or may not be
Do
wasting
you
our
think
time.
what they were doing here is against the law here?
I don't know because sections don't have very good rates in every city, and this seems quite
Corrupt?
humanoid oriented.
Okay. Well, I was thinking if they were not shite cops, we could have given them the dossier, but I don't think we're going to get far with that. We'll probably
No, they're
get
gonna
killed.
ask us where we got it.
Right. Anyways, so do we want to hide the body or just leave it here to rot?
Hmm.
Can I set him on the burning sofa?
burning sofa.
Right, 'cause
Yeah, he lit the thing on fire.
Oh.
Yeah, the structure's starting to catch too above the couch.
I head towards the door, but still kind of like.
Well, the smoke's
Wait,
pouring
no,
out
no.
into the main room too, so.
let's get out of here.
So yeah, we walk in.
Fire!
Don't do that.
I'll backhand you. Out we go.
Okay.
They're gonna find it in like
Hey.
5 seconds anyways.
He's on down. He's on
Okay.
down. the
So
road.
you saw those guys leave, and just
Yeah.
you're getting ready to get to the door, darkness appears directly in front of that door.
So out
In
the
front of
window.
the door we're trying to leave.
No, the door 2 doors down where the chicken hawk came out of. Now there's a sphere of darkness at the doorway.
So we can just
So
walk
in
around
daylight,
it?
in the afternoon sunlight, there's now a black space.
They're more than likely magical.
Definitely
Alright, so
not.
I saw something weird come out of that room with the little birdie. I'm pretty sure it was antagonizing you.
I think it's similar to the maybe horrible demon thing that I saw. Most likely.
And since you're
Really
standing
big,
there,
has a weird tail, and lumber's kind of funny.
You were sitting down.
anyway, while you're watching, the sphere of darkness now is moving slowly towards the staircase.
Oh.
We should maybe go.
Interesting.
Let's stay out of that sphere of darkness. And run the hell out of here.
Okay.
Into the alley.
By this time, you hear shrieking as the next door neighbors have seen this corner of their house starting to catch on fire. So they're screaming for fire, fire, fire.
So I'm
Gosh,
gonna run past the darkness and go and run past.
So you're gonna stay on the upper level further because there's a staircase right here beside you.
Oh, never mind.
You don't
It
have to
would've
go.
been good, but I won't for the joke.
I'm saying, yeah.
He snapped at me, so returning the favor.
I don't have anything
I'll
to
take
help
the
put that
stairs.
fire out.
Okay.
I don't have anything to help put the fire out on any spells.
Now, he goes, put the fire out. Hell, we're gonna burn more. I'm getting out. He wants to just burn the place. So
I mean, we can't burn down the whole city.
Oh no,
Come on.
just this part of it.
He said the neighbor's house is catching on fire.
No, they're
next
not
next
connected.
apartment over. They're
Oh,
building.
They're pointing out that this
Remember, we
building's on fire.
asked, and it said
Oh,
that
okay.
there's spaces between the buildings, so it won't.
Well,
Wind.
Hopefully,
there's
Wind can
distance
carry
between
embers.
buildings. It won't touch another building. That this building has got more than just the one tenant. Yes.
it's fine. They all deserve to die.
Right.
They heard what was going on.
You've never lived in an apartment where like you knew your neighbors were up to no good, but you're just there
You
because
still
you have
you still
to.
report.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right.
out we go.
Out you go down the stairs. By the time you make it to the streets, you can hear bells going as the people are.
Yeah, we
letting
went to the
things
back
smoke.
alleys. We're gonna.
Everybody,
we
put your
gotta-
hands like this and blend into the crowd.
Are they all doing that?
No.
But that's it's a video game joke.
He's talking about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say we all just carry boards with us and we just start doing a little prayer every
Smacking.
like fifth hymn.
Smack yourself in the head.
Are there any more
Uh,
boxes?
Well,
On our way
Cassandra's on you guys' side because she just said burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno.
So, as you move down the street, you can hear the local troops coming, so to speak. And what's maybe surprising to you is that it's a cadre of 6 priests that come running.
What color?
A red veil.
We're in Red City.
Their hoods are down. They're about mid-length brownish hair.
Do I have a description of what Malachus looks like?
Nobody expects the
Like a
reddish
picture on the
position.
dossier?
No. Well, no. There would be a drawing, but there's like 3 different ones for Malachus. Like we're not sure exactly what he looks like. kind of
Well,
thing.
I
They
I
just
look
can't
at
get the
those and
nose right.
memorize them while we walk.
Okay. But the guys that ran by you, as they approach, they pull out long forks and a bundle of hot dogs because, after all, they're fryers.
But that's roasting.
All I can think of that is the part in Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Which part?
Paris, the city of love, is on fire tonight.
The portly
Gargoyle.
Yeah.
chars the whole hot dog and then just eats the
Somewhere
crunch.
out there in the night, her heart is also a light.
No, it's not. Anyways.
And I know who she might be burning for. I don't know the notes of that song. Anyways,
So do the cadre of reddish?
They
Inquisition.
actually go and put it. They go.
Okay,
down.
so they go to that, not us.
Yeah, no, they run down and use control water and.
so Ziggurat time. Aye?
Yeah.
So I imagine we're trying to look natural, half covered in soot and smoke, little bit of grease splash on our boots, Glim holding
Lots of
crates
blood splattered all over the 2 of them.
over him.
And this one.
No, that's my red
No, she backed
veil
off.
leadership
What's that?
markings.
She moved away, remember? And then he attacked. She attacked Miss.
She went back and talked to the little kid.
Okay. So yes,
Fortunately, she can. I think if she's got
prestidigitation, she gets to clean us.
prestidigitation
I
can
clean
be
you.
used. It takes
Yeah,
a
you
long
can-
time because it's 1 minute per square foot.
So,
Prestige-
what
I
happens
clean you
to all the
quickly.
blood on the
Great.
blade
He
when
uses
I
shit
retract
his
it?
pants.
Oh, it just sprays?
It's just
Well, soil.
Exactly.
Just make a
like
piss.
someone going hink,
Yeah.
like
This
that
doesn't
along
make
it.
the matter.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do that. in
Little,
dirt.
little bit of red mist as it pulls back in so fast it just leaves the blood standing.
Flick it back out. It's perfectly clean again.
Oh no, I imagine you flick it back in, flick it out so fast that it leaves and the blood is in a different
That's what I'm
spot.
Nice.
Gotta do it a couple times just to get it all off.
I got a groan out of her for the pun. So
Ah.
I live for that. That I always have. So
Groans mean the pun was good.
Yeah, that's.
That's how you know.
That's totally what that means.
just remember this, guys. You just should be glad that I do this instead of writing poems, because while puns are bad, poetry is verse.
No, go on, Travis. Leave. I know that's what you wanted to do.
Travis is going
Yeah.
for some respite.
If this is the walkout point, then we really know something.
Then we know the breaking point.
All right. So,
So we ease on down to the Ziggurat now.
yep. Put your models out in front of the Ziggurat.
Let's get right up in this guy's grill.
I need to borrow a model.
Right in his face. You don't have the
I haven't gotten to it yet. I was actually.
So
gonna
there,
try
there
and do it
are
tomorrow.
staircases on all sides, right?
the one.
Actually, yes and no. There
Yeah,
are
I
stairs
didn't get to it
on
yet.
three
No, I mean, you
on
don't
the
have the extra
sides,
one?
but each of the sides is actually blocked off as far as construction
Because
is,
if you have
is
the
not
extra
allowing
one, it's
anybody in on
okay.
the three
You see
sides. Only through the primary.
Box of skulls.
And they explain it's for control. It's just
Of course.
you have to maintain discipline,
It would
regimentation.
be crazy not to.
Exactly. We just have all kinds of chaos, and maybe a yellow veil will slip in or something. We
Oh,
don't want any
I
of
hate
that.
those guys.
Silence
Only
is
some people.
always
Only some
sex
people
on
we hate
TV.
worse, but we don't even talk about them.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
So just to let you on a secret, my style of manipulation and infiltration is to pretend I'm on everyone's side. So I BS my way until they catch me. Hopefully not, but it's sometimes quite effective.
And by letting you know that in advance, therefore
That's
you
my
won't
old
freak
bard.
out.
This
You
your
won't
old
freak
bard?
out that he's changed sides,
Doing it-
because sometimes
Yeah.
it'll sound like.
And you want to
Well, I
assume
think you can-
I don't actually know everything,
I
but I
actually
pretend I
have
do.
a female bird. Do
Awesome.
you want to use this one?
Yeah.
In fact, that's the one that's got the
Thanks.
violin, isn't it?
No, it's a flute.
I might have the one with the violin. It's okay. Continue.
And then, well, we do need a figure for Glim.
Yeah.
And this fits him so well. If that was like a staff or something instead of a lyre.
No, just
perfect.
a banana.
A banana instead of a lyre. There
Do
you
you fight
go.
with
Oh no no no!
banana?
Keep the lyre.
No,
the
it's
dagger's a
Just, well, it
banana.
doesn't make sense. he's a gnome wizard.
I'll take the lyre, but just have a banana in the other hand instead of a dagger.
Then that's all.
That means you can tell all the untruths you want to, because if they have the same thing you say, are you calling me a liar?
Banana?
See,
Perfect
that's
timing.
Even people in the other room like my puns. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Glenn likes to think they laughed at what he said.
You would. All right. So there is a lot of activity, people moving hither and yon. It is rather disturbing to see so many guards on a structure that's technically acting like a trade bazaar. You wouldn't think you would have to have that many soldiers at the front, but you then realize that they're actually checking people's papers.
I've got those.
Totally. You totally
No,
have
you have
papers.
other people's papers
I do have other people's papers.
from a therapy session.
Are there any identification documents in the dossiers?
Go ahead and roll percentage dice for me. If you get under 5%, you found something usable.
So you need to roll a 1 through 4.
Nope. That's
4. There's a
41.
4 there.
But what's the other one?
A 1.
So 14.
No, 41.
41.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen here, you little.
See, you should have saved your name tag for that.
Nah.
Or any BPs you got.
These are all the females I got. I don't think I have any
Glim
more.
has his own papers, correct?
Papers? Why do you need papers?
I thought we all needed papers.
No, we asked you for papers back at the
Let's
last
do the one with
border
the
and nobody
flute,
had
the
any.
bard one.
Ah.
No, well, I
That's easy
have,
enough.
I have a passport.
Yeah.
You have a
I'll
passport.
just change
That's
from
how I got out
a
of the Underdark.
Make
lyre
them-
to a flute.
Study it.
And
Well,
then
just
suddenly
sure.
it's accurate. Thanks, Daddy.
Glenn would like to take enough time to study it so that he can possibly minor illusion up some.
Get some psychic paper.
Exactly.
That's what we need. It's psychic paper.
If
I'm the
you take-
illusionist wizard.
Fundamentally, if you take 20, it would work.
So it means
That's
I
a-
spend an hour
It's
waiting.
an old 3rd edition rule, but a second edition rule.
3rd.
Was the third
It
one?
started at
second.
second.
Third did it too.
Yeah.
Where you could take 10 or take 20 for skill checks like that, because you could just sit there and try
Just
over
do
and
it
over
over and
again.
over
so-
again. Yeah.
I could have swore that in 5th they had a thing where if you spend an hour, it becomes an automatic 20.
Sure.
But I could be wrong on that one.
But
nobody takes an hour.
You're
Almost every game I've played,
our
it has
master
that
of
rule,
rules, so
but-
I'll let you go look it up later on. But we'll say that.
Well, it's a seldom used rule. That's why I barely
Yeah.
know it.
No worries.
So yeah, I'd like to take an hour to study it. That way, I can learn how to properly forge documents.
Sure.
Which
is
is
fun.
turning into a rogue.
I'm an illusionist wizard. I'm the closest thing to a rogue without being a rogue.
I'm going to look through the dossiers to see if there's any
Patrons of
useful
Rome.
identities.
Arcane trickster.
Yeah, I know.
You know, maybe a gnome and a couple of half elves and a
You're
dragonborn.
looking through them for what?
The dossiers to see if there
Oh,
are
if we can pretend to be those people.
yeah, if there are identities like
plan.
you know.
Somebody identifies somebody as an informant or something that might match you guys.
Yeah, like a gnome, two half elves.
Reason for
Yeah,
You
you
know,
don't-
like a lacertine that's really pretty.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't see anything like that.
Either
Okay.
way.
Because I keep thinking it's folded the other way.
No, I know, but most pads like that are supposed to fold with the outside going over. But I understand what you mean. I agree it's dumb that they put it that way, but it's whatever. It's Wish.
Yeah.
$2 in 1 week.
Yeah, I think maybe it's supposed to be like a little belt going.
So
So
are
what
they
does
gonna
it mean when it says like components V or components?
Verbal.
S?
Verbal.
Oh.
Verbal, somatic, and component. So components are typically, for example, like a silver powder worth 10 gold pieces. Verbal is just her speaking the magical arcanas.
you can
And
usually get
somatic is finger gestures.
you can usually get a component pouch that has all the basic stuff that you'd usually need.
Or an arcane focus that acts as a substitute. Typically with bards, you ignore the components because you play it through your instruments.
Instruments
your
or
arcane
singing
focus.
or however you feel to produce your art, because there's nothing in the handbook that says you have to play an instrument.
I belly dance for all my spells.
I belly laugh at your belly dancing.
Is that vicious mockery I hear?
That was.
So did I hear right that they're using the Ziggurat as a bazaar,
Yes.
A bazaar.
so we can walk in with the crowd?
But you need
Right,
to
but
show
you need to
papers.
show identification to the
Which is
guards.
why
What about
I'm...
that 7-pointed amulet that I had found? And that's negative.
Secret Society.
Let's leave that out.
You
of
could
it.
try, but I
Do
think
you
it'd
think
be
there's a
more
door on
useful.
the side that one of the keys would work on?
There are no
It's
the
blocked
accesses on the other three sides have been blocked off by construction. They've literally piled rocks and stuff to keep you from going in or out those entrances. The problem with the issue with Red Veil is that they're mean. Their way of communicating is through control.
Well, and in the bazaar, like what's going to be in there? Like, is it like a bazaar, like a
It's like a
sales,
Hey,
like
Wraith,
bizarre store
could you
stands.
check the
like knitting and
Well, as you're
cider?
standing here, you
Stone
remember.
armors?
You,
what?
as you're
The
standing.
stonometer?
Sure. It's the Fellstone detector still pointed at the Ziggurat. Just kind of.
Was it focused on the Ziggurat earlier?
No.
Is there a Fellstone in the Ziggurat?
That's why they
It was
decided-
pointing at the Ziggurat. I mean, there's a giant storm
Yes.
back there.
Yeah.
I kind of want to walk around to behind the Ziggurat and see if it keeps pointing.
Well,
at
what's
it.
interesting is that you do need to go to the side. This is when you realize that yes, the cloister is not going to be found inside the Ziggurat. It will be found on the side of the Ziggurat. So when you
find
look
that
at
first?
the device, it's still pointed directly at the Ziggurat. But you do remember that you had said that you were going to go to the cloister.
Yeah.
To the cloister we go.
So as you come around to the side, this part of the up till now, it's been mostly normal townsfolk with Red Veil as guards. You turn around the corner onto this side, and it's like, hello, the entire, basically the equivalent of the, as far
Red
as
Army?
numbers, as the Blue Army you saw earlier is over here in Red Army. There's wagons and garrison buildings, and yes, there is a section near the front that is demarked by red banners and such, and there are signs hanging that indicate that it's known as the cloister. but you realize that their military is actually run by religion, so therefore their cloister is basically their command.
So, Glim still has the rose cloak that is dyed darker with the berries.
On the shoulders, yes.
So I'm gonna
Bump
bump him up in front.
Hold on. Glim's working on your passport. Shh. Yes, quiet. Glim is working hard.
Keep moving.
Can't, I gotta finish this papers. You did stop at, basically you stopped at you went back to the inn?
Yeah.
At the room?
Yeah.
Because he's got to finish the paperwork or he's going to have you legitimate documentation.
Well, I'm just learning. I'm just copying enough to be able to pass it off and then adding minor illusion for a little extra flavors.
Gotcha.
Like the little inlaid holographic.
Well, for example, like if there's like supposed to be a passport stamp, I'm using minor illusion to make it look completely
You're from the Underdark or Everdark.
Do you
That's what
have-
that stamp would be from.
Okay.
Do you have any
Glim
way to
doesn't
like
know.
hide your dark face?
No,
Like just hide it away
I'm not the illusionist.
where no one can see it.
The only thing I have is a very black cloak.
I have a disguise kit that doesn't have like.
Let's
grease
go
all
shopping.
over
Oh,
it.
disguise cloak does exactly that.
Not a cloak, a kit.
I mean, a disguise kit does exactly that.
Let's go shopping.
Would you like to be a lizard
I
folk
can
or a
disguise
slave?
you, Ray.
I mean, I guess we could.
I like how he was insulted by the question.
Totally.
I'm gonna go out to the bazaar shopping area where we were passing through and see if there's any place where I can find some cloaks, like some red cloaks.
But the shopping's on the inside, right? Are we-
No, there's shopping all over. There's still shops and stuff. The bazaar is like it's like go to a strip mall, or you can go to the Scarlet Ziggurat.
Ah.
It's the red Ziggurat district.
This is the mall we can't quite get into
Nope.
yet.
Mm-mm. No red districts. So,
Yeah, you pick up some certainly. Do you prefer emblems of the Enclave? Are you trying to show your support for the Brotherhood? Are you looking for the wonderment of the Dragonians?
Well, thank you, John, for giving all these wonderful choices.
Oh.
But I think we know which one he might be leaning towards.
Yeah.
What
I
is
know
the
what that
wonderment
has
of
ties
the
to.
Draconian?
so I can't say that,
Say whatever you want.
but if I were to do that, there'd be a really good way to get in. So yeah, I'll take the Dragonians. That sounds good. Pretty sure.
I thought
that's-
you might.
Like,
You know,
Matter of fact,
I wasn't
I have a particularly
100%.
I have a particularly good cowl.
good idea.
Well, you know that they do dearly love their masquerades because they like to pretend they're the metallics.
Aye.
And a white like you will fit in just perfect. With a nice red pristine matchup.
So like the muscles in his jaw are clenching a bit. Yes,
Little fists are
that would be great.
Yes, I could totally see your veins popping through your scales.
Exactly. Yeah, his translucent kind of loses its luster just in the rage that he's.
He gets a
No,
little
I
blue.
imagine it gets shinier, just
I imagine you
kinda
get a little bluer.
anti-white.
I imagine you get a little bluer as you get a little sad from that comment.
No,
No.
Or
I
red.
might turn red with
For some anger.
some controlling my anger,
That's-
redness.
Exactly.
By the end of this, he's just going to be a
So I'll
pure
get-
red dragon because
I'll
of his
get
anger.
4. One of the Dragonians, and I want to get a small one, like maybe halfling gnomish size.
Sure. Would they go with the Brotherhood though?
Oh, probably.
Okay, that does come with the goat leggings.
Great.
You love goats.
Yes. And also, I'd like two, about normal human size. I'm pretty sure they're part of the Enclave, though.
Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. Being this close to the Enclave headquarters, you gotta have at least some representation.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
How quickly can you get those done?
Oh,
See if I can
dude,
find
they're getting shipped in by mass wagon loads. We'll have plenty for the entire celebration.
Thank you. Wouldn't want to be caught without one.
No, absolutely not.
What celebration?
Ixnay will octay Aderley.
Aye.
Popular. And there is no range left.
So how much would that be?
There's not even cardboard.
Oh,
People have to actually
well-
design it.
are you with the Draconian attaché?
Oh, aye.
We'll just put it on their bill. Don't worry about it.
Great.
If you get a chance, you should find Phoebus, though.
Really? Why?
Wait a minute.
If you get a chance to talk to Phoebus, put in a good word.
Phoebus.
I'm looking for possibility of getting sponsored, becoming a sponsor for the Dragonians. I really like their style.
And your name is
Oh, I am
So I
Escalus.
thought he was talking about
Escalus.
that.
Great. I'll definitely tell Phoebus about you. Especially your great service and the speed at which you're giving me them. Lovely.
Any friend of the Dragonians is a friend of mine.
You might be able to come and become the Dragonians' #1 supplier.
That would be. That's the dream job, because then I could cross the Black Water.
Absolutely.
And he's like,
we
where
like
is that?
our
'Cause I need to
speed.
avoid it.
We like the speed at which we get deliveries, so chop chop, so to speak.
Sure. Couple hours. Gotta get the sizing right, especially for the little one.
Sure. I'll be at the such and such inn.
Silver Chalice. It's French house.
Yeah,
We were at the Green Dragon.
Green Dragon. That's right.
that one.
Yeah.
That's right, because the dragon. That was the dragon that was going. Like was
Comes
going to
from
throw
the
up.
Green
Remember?
Dragon.
Green Dragon, that's the one. So I'll go back there and
Okay.
wait. Right, so I took care of our costuming arrangements.
Glim
And I'm
worked
gonna
all
try not to
afternoon
get
on these
sick
things.
while I have it on.
We'll add on to yours that you're a member of the Brotherhood, and for them that they're members of the Enclave, and I'll add on mine that I'm from the Dragonians.
The Dragonians.
Wearing these colors is going to make me sick.
Yes.
Fortune is not really a color. You almost see it as colorblind. It's like doesn't mean anything to you.
Heathen colors. Heathen cloak. That's what?
What?
that is. The colorblind guy is staring at you.
Oh, is that what that was? I got a colorblind stare. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Are you colorblind or is your character colorblind?
He's colorblind.
You personally are?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he paints models.
That's awesome.
He painted that dragon up there.
And that painting up
And he
there.
made that painting, which has one that is not one in it.
You painted that?
Well, I did
He
it
doesn't-
digitally.
He drew it.
You drew it on.
He drew it based on
You use
a
Photoshop or-
photograph.
Or no?
No.
Mental side.
Psy. Okay. Yeah, I had Photoshop. For
He had a photo. I had a photo made for our website where I was wearing that black hat and the white shirt, and I had a black D20 that's actually a magic 8-ball, magic D20. So when you flip it over, it says critical or it says missed, roll again, that kind of thing.
Oh, that is cool.
Right, so I guess we wait around while he finishes the passports and we get the red cloaks.
So wait, does that mean that your magic 8-ball is D20ception? Because inside every magic 8-ball
Is a
is a
D20.
D20.
Right. So my
All the words on it.
So my D20 is basically an advantage dice.
Oh my god.
So, even with the red cloak and the passport, are you still going to need your face disguise?
No
What do
one
you
else
guys
has
think?
reacted
Oh.
adversely besides
Yes.
that half
For
one.
clarification, Cassandra was the person that got me the D20 with the D20. She goes, I hope you know I remember who gave you that. Yeah, guilty as charged.
Very nice.
I'm going to just sneak in a gnomish little notes and whatnot in his. I'm just in
In the text.
Valaire's, right? Right.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, in
Valaire's.
Valaire. I'm just going to be very crudely just sneaking in, just little quips, little one-liners, just like Heck definitely loves to be called white. Just all in gnomish, so it looks just completely
scale
natural.
color white.
Scale color, white, loves to be called you there.
Favorite weather condition is snow.
Alias Whitey.
His favorite weapon of choice, tiny daggers.
Nice.
I take my really big two-handed saber, click the dagger button.
Little toothpick.
Are we compensating for something?
Exactly.
All right.
And with that, we head back to the Ziggurat.
Okay, so you came back with your paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Guards motion you forward.
Wait,
Where's
wait,
it gonna go?
we're going to go to the
Oh, that's right. Going to the cloister.
cloister.
Okay, so when you come around the corner, roll a d20 for me.
Anyone or just?
First one to get to this, he did.
Of course he leads.
No, I think he should roll.
What'd you roll?
Well, he asked it.
No, come on.
You had
Four.
your chance.
4? Yeah. The guards are kicked back a little as they see you coming. They move. They step up and get back into good order. Walk forward.
Straighten
Yes, we'll
themselves.
help you.
I am a emissary of the Dragonian.
Show me.
Give him.
The emissary's papers.
Like so. At what point did you cast the spell? Because minor illusion had to be done at some point.
Yes. I cast it right before we saw the cards.
So as you're coming down the block,
As
you
we're
go.
coming down
You're
the
probably gonna be first. Boom. Okay. Lasts for 1 minute, right?
Yes. No.
He probably does
concentration.
it each time he hands it to it. Just here you go.
I
Yeah.
I always had it like this and right under the book. Just
Still got a verbal.
here you go.
Don't pay any mind to
Irago.
him. Sometimes he says strange things. He's a very, very
the command
bad
word is
servant.
the command word for it is Irago. What was that? I said, "Here you go." Oh, okay.
I'm speaking Gnomish, you uncultured jerks.
So I'm gonna try
Oh,
to.
let's not do this.
I'm
Name
going-
calling doesn't work well. Remember?
I'm going to try to talk to him while he's inspecting to distract him
Try
a
to
little bit
distract
and say, "So I have some an item here for a Mr. Malachus I've been sent to go converse with. Could you let me know?"
Because I'm okay. Just a second here.
Well, I mean, I really need to know and hurry up and talk to Malachus. It's quite
Just a
important.
minute, Whitey. Oh shit. You did this to him, not me.
I said I put it in
I'll put-
Gnomish.
I'll
I
put
know.
my hand on his
You're a
shoulder.
gnome. You hand it to the guy knows which language to look at.
I'll put my hand on the last shoulder and be like, hold on.
He goes,
Stay on target.
you didn't get an invite to the dinner? I mean, Phoebus just left here just a little bit ago.
I remember them saying something, but I thought that was tomorrow.
Nice.
No, it's matter of fact, funny you should mention Malachus. It's at the it's at the Orders facility, the Brotherhood.
Oh,
You'd probably be able to catch them if you want. They're headed over. It's going to be at that really nice restaurant across from the Green Dragon.
oh, thank you.
Sure, no worries. Anything you need while you're here, though, sir?
No, but I may be back later.
Okay, you'll watch your papers back.
What was your name?
Oh, I'm Andy.
Oh, thank you very much, Andy. He's a great guy, you know. Great guy, Andy.
Glenn just takes his papers.
Yeah.
And back we go.
Okay. As you
We
get
managed
there.
to catch up with the platoon heading that way.
Well, yeah, you actually see the guards coming back. And there's two pairs that are stationed outside of the restaurant, front and back, and the rest are moving back towards the encampment. But out in front are two. I can't remember the word. Why am I having trouble with words today?
It's not like you're.
They
right
carry
or
they
something.
carry the things that you carry people in. That people carry.
Oh, litters?
Yeah.
Catamaran?
basket.
I always call them litters.
Well, litter is like a
The open kind.
Yeah, this has got the little. I want to say
The-
palanquin, but that's not the right word. Palanquin's the place, the tent structure. Anyway, it's a
Palanquin?
device. It's a device that you use
Oh,
to
yeah.
carry people in, and there are
Palanquin.
Like the little boxes with the thingies on your
little,
shoulder.
little box with put 'em- yeah.
Palanquins.
There's four
That's
guys.
what I call them is palanquin, but I don't think that's the right word.
Palanquin.
Palanquin
what
is
they
the one
carry.
that's more modern
King
Continue,
Joffrey
I'll
around
look it
it.
up.
pronunciation.
But anyway, so There's 2 of those. And it looks like they could carry basically 4 people each inside of them. So they're rather big. And the people, the slaves, if you will, that are carrying them, all look like rhino people, like half rhinoceros, half human. But there's something different about them because they clearly are very grumpy, the scowling and growling, but they're not moving and their heads are bowed, almost like they're
Forced down.
like they're under pressure.
It is palanquin.
It was
or
palanquin?
litter.
Okay, so palanquin was the word. Got it right. Can't believe that.
Again, John, it's not like you're a
Okay,
writer.
the word I was thinking of was palisade, and palisade was the place. It's a wall.
Palisade is
The
the
wall.
walls type of wall.
Yeah. So,
It's the spiky
Yeah.
wall made of wood.
Made of wood.
Palisades.
Very flammable.
so anyway, the two palanquin indicate there's probably about 8 people in the party. As you get to the door, you hear raucous laughter from within.
Sounds like a party.
So I go in as if I know where I'm going.
You walk in, and as soon as you walk in, the maitre d' has this ridiculous black hair pompadour. And the
Again.
hair's standing like a foot off the top of his head. Excuse me, sir, I do not have you on the reservation.
Are you sure about that?
Unfortunately, yes, sir. I did put the rest of the Dragonians together. Will you be joining them? Because I can coordinate with them to make sure that it's okay. Because we can always fix an effort meal. It's the only rubber chicken anyway.
Right, but I believe I was supposed to be sitting next to a Mr. Phoebus or Malachus.
I can definitely see what the seating arrangement looks like.
Oh, thank you.
Just be right a minute. And he looks over. It's almost like he twists his head off as he turns. He's like, "Is that with you?"
I told you we should have put that makeup on.
He's a test subject. We're trying to see if we can find a way to remove his blemishes.
Oh, well, then you probably should have talked to her relative.
Oh, she's the ambassador that's running the experiment.
A pleasure. And I bow and try to be charming.
I see. Tell me, do you happen to know Her Majesty?
Do I know Her Majesty?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
Meta. She's asking Meta.
I totally was going for it. No, it's okay.
I know.
No, you have no idea. You've not even heard about the experiment. Remember, you were thrown out. You were so upset with the experimentation that you were. That's the whole reason why you're trying to help your people.
Everyone knows Her Majesty.
Yes, but only certain people get to know. For example, her dimensions.
Have you learned of her dimensions?
Lord, no. Otherwise, I'd be making a dress for her. Anyway,
You're a dressmaker?
It's only a hobby.
How wonderful. And I'm like eyeing him to be like if he responds to flattery or not.
I have dabbled a bit. Yes.
Fantastic.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'll be right with you, sir. Oh, I just wanted to say.
I give you side eye like, what's going on?
This one's
Slide
drooling
thumbs
over
up.
a little
Do
bit.
you remember the Countess's dress at the last celebration?
Do you know that I had a horrible bout of dragon pox at that celebration and couldn't go?
Well, it's no wonder you're traveling with them. They are so contagious. I'm sorry. Let me get back to my job. I'm
It
sorry.
was so nice talking to you.
As he walks away, you hear him go, "Such a bitch." Not you.
Okay, I was.
And I've never seen a dragonborn before, right?
Before him?
Yeah.
No.
So then I look at you and I go, so is this normal?
Every damn day.
Yes and no.
Only here.
Some people adore me. Some people don't. One is right and one is wrong. I'll let you decide.
You hear a little bickering from the other room. You hear a roar. A couple of shouts. chairs moving around, scowling, screaming. Somebody slammed against a wall.
Thud.
Glass breaking. A screech of a table being moved.
Oh dear.
Somebody clapping. He comes back around the corner with this arrangement that had been made. I apologize for any inconvenience my endeavor has taken for you.
There's like 3 dead guys now.
Thanking
All of a sudden,
We should talk.
Yes, I do need a new dress.
And as he walks away, he's going, cha-ching. Anyway,
another
you get
copper.
you're
I
brought
look
into
at
the
you guys
room.
again
As you're
like-
brought into the other room, it's apparent that apparently the seating had been basically mortal, dragonborn, mortal, something else, mortal, and you guys threw the whole numbering system off. So now they put all there's 4 dragonborn put together, and 4 Everdark representatives,
Wow, your people are here.
and
That's not a good.
little
Is that bad?
and
No,
an
I'm just
entire
hoping I
and an
don't know
entire
any of
table
them.
of the high races.
Is that us?
So it's you
Is
and
that us?
him.
That's not everyone.
Kinda you and him.
Right.
But us.
I'm gonna come over to her and whisper, "You did great at the door. Just keep Glim."
Glim's people.
And this is like suddenly
no.
she's filled with
She's like,
fear
"Oh,
because
shit."
she thinks that that's like an impossible task.
I can
like
see the
everything
gears
she's ever
turning.
done in her life, she was like, I don't think I'm ready for this.
And meanwhile,
The force
Lisa,
of nature,
and meanwhile,
that is
Lisa
Glim.
is actually saying, "Oh my God, I'm really glad I watched 2 videos ago. I know a little bit more what's going on."
The force of nature that is Glim.
For those who haven't watched other videos, don't ever leave your gnomes alone. Ever.
Especially not with your dragons.
Oh no.
I'll be honest, I'm half tempted to just have Glim walk over to the table of 4 dragonborns.
No, they'll actually shepherd you to the right table.
Where do they shepherd me?
To the dragonborn.
Obviously.
To the right tables.
Can I be on the side of the dragonborn next to the human peoples?
No, you're going to be sitting basically at the left hand of Phoebus.
Who's a dragonborn?
Yes.
Who's this guy really here?
Malachus.
Malachus.
Yes.
Do I see him?
What
Yeah,
is
he's
he?
over. Well, there's a group of mortals on the other side of the table, and
Is
the
he
fact that
human?
he's staring at you probably means they asked him.
Is he human?
Oh yeah.
Tell me again about him. I'm sorry.
Cassandra goes
Bad guy.
gnome alone.
He's a bad guy. No.
Yep.
I'm going to go over to my chair that they visited me to
Mhm.
and say, "Oh, Mr. Thebes, it's lovely to meet you.
No need for the mister. That's totally a mortal thing. Just
Oh, I know,
Phoebus
but
works.
You never
What's
know."
your name, boy?
My name is Val.
Oh, have a seat, Val.
Just a moment, I have to give a message to Mr. Malachus.
Oh, let's not. There's been a bit of a kerfuffle in our negotiations, and you'll get your opportunity when we have our icebreaker a little bit later.
Oh, sure, sure.
Especially given your coloration, I'm sure icebreaker will be appropriate.
Ha ha ha. Nice one.
He's a
Do you have a tail?
icebreaker.
I do.
Which makes him not standard dragonborn. Because dragonborn
Don't
in this
have-
era don't
don't.
have that.
But it's probably curled up underneath my cloak
Well,
somewhere.
well,
looks
no,
like a very
but
nice
it's
belt.
important to note that Phoebus does. And
Phoebus
Phoebus
has a
is
tail.
larger. He's almost about 12 feet tall. He's a half dragon. He's not a dragonborn.
What color?
He's jet black.
What kind of damage is that?
Acid.
Death.
Not good. Is what it is.
He peddles death.
Who is at our table?
Okay, so at your table you have a grim, very dour, aggressive-looking dwarf. His beard almost drags the ground.
And these were the bad ones, right? That enslaved the
No, these
guys?
are the high ones.
Oh, these are the
Right.
high ones.
No, by
I feel like
by
I got
morality,
invited to, like,
these are the
table of
bad
doom.
ones.
Oh no, I thought you meant the
Just a
The
little.
low
table spots.
Yes. No, this is,
Yeah, no.
You're with the. This
Look at
person
everything.
actually is a
Bunch of
viscount. His
people
last
that look
name
like
is
me.
Splinter Shield,
That's
and
terrible.
his
That's not good.
he's
I hope
representative
none of them know me.
of
Hope none of them
the
don't do
Splinter
divine
Shield
sense on
clan of Grimm, who hold the. He'll actually
That's
tell you,
not good.
Yeah.
I'm here because I'm the last reliable source of utility workers in the realms.
I was gonna eat your Twinkie.
And you are
I'm Carnella. It's a pleasure.
and who do you represent?
I look at the gnome to like kick in.
Okay, clarification. Diane or Ayala?
I look at the gnome again.
Your Primus.
No,
Neither?
both of those. Dia and Ayala are the last places of the promise.
Say Ayala, you don't want to be dying.
Ayala.
Oh, so we're not far apart.
Never.
You with one of the wings? You look awfully young to be an aviator.
Thank you. You know, it's a fresh fruit diet. And I like kick you under the table, like, could you please take this over?
I don't know if you want the gnome to take over.
Yeah,
That's what we told you explicitly not to
let
do.
him talk.
Oh, that's right. Being extremely
This is
forgetful,
my
I ended up
friend
in
Glenn.
such
He's a mute.
He's not.
Damn it.
Tell me about you. Why are you here? What brought you
I
to
just
the
told you I'm
festival?
the practical source of,
Yeah, my version of Orangeville is I speak when
utilitarian
spoken to.
workers.
So
Right.
as long as they don't talk to
And-
me, I don't
and-
talk.
Let me go ahead and
They-
introduce you to the rest of them. He
Yeah.
says they're sitting at the top of the table in fine Spydron regalia is Athanasius. That's the chief of the Rook expeditionary force.
Half-orcs.
No, they're Rook.
Pretty fun though.
The Rook are not half-orcs.
Oh, right.
There are no half-orcs. They're orcs. They're Rook.
Full orcs.
Can I ask a meta
Sure.
question real quick?
Sure.
And this goes to the chat too. Do you guys think this is a bad time to like flip the table and start combat?
Yes.
Like, we're kind of surrounded by not goodness.
Okay,
There's
if
also
you,
a
if you
half dragon
Lots and
sitting
lots of
next
not,
to you.
not
if
good.
you get Phoebus on your side, we might have a 10% chance.
I feel like if I were to
I feel like
activate
he's
my
probably
divine
the
sense right
strongest thing
now,
in this room.
there wouldn't be a
Yeah,
lot of
12
variation.
foot tall half dragon.
But remember, Nycos and
So,
bullshit
in
go hand
actuality,
in hand.
just for clarification, this is a trend that I started with Cauldron, and that is at least once per every 3 to 5 levels, you'll get a chance to meet the Rogues Gallery. Basically, everything that you're going to be dealing with over the next few months, weeks, whatever, of this adventure.
Okay, Batman.
Oh boy.
So these are these people that we're meeting right now.
Perhaps.
I think I'm giving you the whole point here is that I'm hoping you're taking notes because these are names that are going to come back for you. So, scribblings
you a
and
nice
bibblings
Tell
is
me
quite
again the
good.
name of the.
Well, this is gonna be like a
Phoebus
journal
is the
on
half
This
dragon.
is like a journal.
Okay.
So I like the way it looks.
Malachus
This is where I put
is
a
the
quick notes
human,
that just,
not nice
you know, are
sorcerer.
Right,
wizard.
he's the bad
Whatever.
guy. What's the name of the gnome that we were just talking to?
The Grim you were just talking
Mm-hmm.
Grims or dwarves?
to? I didn't catch it.
Yeah,
Nope.
the Grim.
Did he
That's
give
the
you your name? I don't think he gave you his name yet.
Tell me
Splinter
your
Shield.
name.
Splinter Shield.
But oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. No, he is. Yeah. He's
He's a Viscount for Splinter Shield.
that's right. Yeah. He says, "Well,
Make sure
I'm
you write
actually
down that
not
Phoebus
in the
is
lineage. I'm heir apparent only because his lordship was killed by a
We gotta get
horrible
some
beast by the name of Tongue Eater."
How gruesome.
Shit. Keep hearing that name, Tongue Eater. That's bad.
And
Stay away from that guy.
and we're actually going to be preparing to recapture my my ancestral home just to the west and to the north and east of of Cauldron.
Not Neo Moria?
No,
That wasn't the place near that the Betnor was headed to, right? Different area?
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
'cause
no.
Betnor was
Yeah,
headed
Betnor
north.
wasn't going there. No, Betnor was going north. It says, and you got the name for the rook,
Please.
Athanaxis.
Athanaxius?
Yeah.
I thought that was the name of the cloak maker.
Maybe it is.
What's that?
What was the name of the cloak maker?
The Cloak Maker.
Oh, Andy.
Andy.
Andy Naxius.
Andy. And Andy.
Make sure you write down Andy.
You're gonna wanna know
Great
Andy, too.
service. He's better than any dressmaker with
Andy.
a bulbous bouffant.
Andanaxius, Andinaxius.
It's just the four of us at the table.
Oh
No.
no! I hadn't given introduced the rest of them.
Oh,
yet.
do go on.
What kind
We've
of
got the
table
rogues gallery
is
here.
this like a really long?
These
banquet
are
table?
these are all semicircular table or hemispherical tables that facing towards
a central.
like a
point.
dance floor kind of thing. But currently, the servants are using that to run stuff back and forth between the tables.
What's the scuttlebutt among the dragon people?
Well, the dragonborn. Well, the few of them that are actually winged, including the half dragon, are very lively about the advancements that are being made as they're discovering the lies that the mortals have been telling about them, and that they're recovering the losses, and that there's a rumor that they've actually captured a prismatic.
What's a prismatic? Your prismatic.
Yeah.
He's a prismatic dragonborn. They're talking about they actually captured a prismatic dragon.
And that would really make you. That would really boil your balls, right?
You can tell.
Okay, this
It's
is
giving him purpose. That's all this is doing. Because he's not going to be able to do anything right here at this table right now to fix that.
You're just gonna clean your blade.
And his little knife with the big handle.
So, where did you find this prismatic?
Dang you.
Oh.
and your-
Haven't you seen one of them in forever?
You're going to like this. They grew it from an egg.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did they find that egg?
Oh, they traded it from some guy, some coastal shipbuilder.
Really? Are there more?
That's what the legend or the big story is, the fact that beyond the Dragonians who would like them for themselves, it appears that old Athanaxius over there is offering a bounty of 100,000 crowns for one.
And just to confirm for those who don't know, how much is a crown's
A
conversion?
crown is 1,000 platinum. A platinum is 100 gold. So you're talking in a king's ransom. You're talking
We're
A
half
little
million.
more than a king's ransom. It's like
100,000.
If you want a country, this is the money you
you
use
can
to build
buy
a
a
country.
moon.
This is 10
That's
million
no
platinum.
moon.
That's an offer of 10 million platinum,
It's an obscene number.
which is 1 billion gold.
Right.
Yeah.
So where
I'll never
who-
go
who
hungry
has
again.
This prismatic right
You
now.
and everyone who you ever spend money on.
Oh, from what I understand, it's not here yet. It's in production.
Oh, but who has it?
I don't think anybody can actually say. Like I said, it's scuttlebutt. It may just be a complete out and out lie. You can probably check with Athanaxius during the intervals after the.
You know, I
The
think
feasting.
I heard tell of maybe something he might be very interested in.
Oh yeah. Sounds
I
like-
tell you, but you know, there's 100,000
Oh,
crowns on the round.
exactly,
so-
exactly. Let's see. So the rest of the people at the table, there's one sec gen. He's not really sec gen. If you call him sec gen, he's going to punch you in the face. But Angus Hereford.
And he is a.
He's a Minotaur. He's a Tormakian.
That's for you.
A
So,
Termakian?
He's a
at our
Tormakian.
table is a minotaur.
Oh,
Taurmach, Taurmach, is the word for Minotaur.
But they're a lot
He's-
nicer this
He's
time.
from Neomoria. Weapons trader. Says we're going to have a revolutionary weapons utilization for the plants going forward.
Wanna have a
Oh, you're going to really like the entertainment for tonight. Apparently, they found a couple of mortals still in the wrapper.
in the wrapper.
If we can.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing you ever saw. It's going to be great.
Oh, we're gonna-
It's pretty great.
I don't think I've seen
I'll
one of
just
those
get
in
that.
ages.
I don't think you've ever seen one.
Glim
It's
has never
amazing.
seen
What are they?
anything in a wrapper.
The entertainment. I'm sorry, you guys didn't hear. The entertainment for the night is going to be the fact that our esteemed host, the Half Dragon, has brought for our entertainment 2 humans still in the wrapper.
does that mean?
We're
don't
about to
know.
find out.
No. What's
Right,
going
so,
on?
we need to
So,
leave.
so you're
before
sitting
I
between
kill somebody.
you're sitting between two Undrins who you vaguely seem familiar with,
Shit.
two Trelorans whom you've only heard of, and one Grey whom you've never even seen. You've never basically take a. You've ever seen the old Nosferatu cartoons?
Yeah.
Cartoons? No.
I
I've
mean
seen
the
original.
old Nosferatu, the original animated.
Movie.
Yes, like the hands like that and the long ears and
the rabbit teeth.
that's what they look like.
Damn.
Wait, what? Oh, the
Grays.
Grays.
The Greys, they're not except for the tang. They don't have the fangs, but they have the really gaunt face, really high cheekbones, and really long gray ears, and almost no hair, just little frisbee wisps of hair, and their eyes move like that. They're really big. It's almost like they can move their eyes independently. And they've got it's almost all white, no, just a little pinpoint for a pupil.
Creepy. Awkward.
This is at your table?
Yeah.
You really
this
got the
is-
party table, huh?
Oh, and
I just imagine one of the ones that recognize him. You look like my grandchild.
God, I hope not.
Grandma? No.
anyway, so the big Gray leans forward and says, "Safest dweller, eh? What have you to share with us, children of the men?"
Well, it's from what I can tell, the mushrooms are making a move.
That would be interesting. That'd be interesting. What news have you of the north?
The north.
Yeah, that's where you came from. Remember?
All right. Let's see. For a second, Chunchwala was invading, but then
Cassandra
we
does
fixed
caution
that.
you. She says, concerning your question about acting now, her quote is, at this point, talk is more valuable.
Prepare a spell. In
Yeah.
Prepare a spell just in case.
Depends on the entertainment.
Yes, you've heard about the inconvenient movement of our friends from the high ground, haven't you?
The men,
No.
to say
Yes.
word.
Points one long gaunt finger at her from across the room.
And I make eye contact with you and then like pretend like I don't know you at all.
She looks
Came in together.
yeah, he looks. He looks back over and says, "Yes, you were traveling with it."
Oh, to be fair, we just met.
Oh.
I believe she's a friend of the
Then tell me
gnomes.
what you know. Were you not near them?
I came out and I tried to stay away from the premise as much as I could. Though I do know there's a small contingent building a fortress not too far
That
from
is
here.
precisely what I wanted to know. I'd heard rumors of a white dragon being near there.
Well, there was a dragon laying waste to their fortress last we saw.
No, it was something other than that. That was certainly in the reports, but they said there was a white one, a small one.
I don't recall there being any smaller dragons, just the big one giving them hell.
Well, that's good. Didn't drive them out though, unfortunately, from what I understand.
Yeah, sadly, they're still occupying land that isn't there.
So we can count on your assistance when the time comes for the reacquisition.
What's ours is ours, isn't it?
You're a good member of our group. I can't call you a man because we're not. So the dwarf leans over to you and says, "So, how goes the makings?
The makings get made. The makings
How long before you get the engine perfected?"
Glim needs to finish the last touches.
You work on the project yourself?
Glim has many projects.
Oh my goodness, you're pretty talented. So, how long have you been on the project?
More than Glim is aware, less than you'd think.
That is such a gnome
So basically
answer.
we got this one.
That is such a gnome answer.
Are you talking to Meta?
No.
They were selling these out there. It's from old Star Wars booking. Nice.
So have you seen it? The machine, I mean.
I'm due to see it later, in a fortnight. We're
Fortnight?
traveling.
Really? So
We mentioned Fort.
are you working
No, I
on the
mentioned
project in the north or the one
Okay.
that's in the south?
Pass it.
You know, I don't remember. Grim, do you remember?
I'm Grim. He's Glenn.
Do you remember?
Grim, do you remember? No, that's wrong name.
Wrong gnome name.
You don't remember? First we have to head a little east, then go a little south, and eventually make north. We kind of got to go zigzag a little bit.
Another gnome answer. Okay, that's why I didn't ask you. If you don't know, it's okay to say you don't know.
Well, it's sort of a surprise.
So it's closer than I thought. Excellent.
We're only missing one key component.
And I look over at your tables this is not going well.
We're just missing
So-
some rocks.
So about this
Learn to
time,
double top.
about this time, the half dragon stands up, waves his hand.
Does he bump his head on the ceiling?
No, he made sure they seated him where he wouldn't.
What is he wearing?
Scale armor.
What does the room look like?
He's
Big.
got a sword on one hip and a curved, nasty-looking circular-shaped blade on the other
Kopesh?
hip. No, it's
Complete circle or not?
it's you basically grasp a handle in the middle and the blade goes all the way around.
So
Yes.
a chakra.
Chocolate.
Anything else on him?
Necklace around his neck,
Bucket
pair of boots.
What does the necklace look like? What does the necklace look like?
Necklace looks like a black sun. So it's a black sphere in the center, and the radiance going out are in the different colors of the rainbow except for red.
We don't believe in it.
Friend of yours?
I might like that guy.
Yeah.
At least better than Malicus.
What does the room look like?
Well, it's a like a banquet kind of a room. There's
Can you cast darkness?
red and gold banners going from the floor to the ceiling
one spell
along the sides, and therefore they have to kind of go through the middle of the room to bring
We
them
got-
to the different
We got a
tables.
short rest.
And
No, we didn't.
We were waiting for you to do the.
you didn't declare it as short
Yeah, we
rest.
didn't declare it.
Could we have had a short rest, maybe?
Can this be our short rest?
No.
But
You
we're
know,
sitting
that-
down and
It was
eating.
3 hours for the robes and a couple hours for the passports.
It's
killing me.
one spell slot. Trust me, it's not gonna help.
It might. You never know. It's better to have than
I
not
could hold
have.
person on 2 people.
The answer, unfortunately, is no.
So each of the circular tables, basically, or the semicircular tables, are all facing towards the center. So the the half dragon stands up, motions to the doorway. What's the half dragon's name?
Fergus.
Phoebus?
Phoebus. Fergus. That's another name.
He's
That's
the
a
captain of the guard.
I'm just weirded out. The black dragon's named after the sun.
And his
So
belt
maybe
has a
that's why
sun
he
on
has
it.
a sun. Oh,
He has a black sun.
yeah.
What
He's a
color
black
is his
dragon.
armor?
So maybe he has a
Gold.
kid.
Just brilliant gold.
That's
Maybe he has a kid. He has a black sun.
Phoebus
Can
is
we
the captain
see
of the
his
guard.
veil?
Dragon after that.
Can we see his veil?
He's
black.
black veil.
Okay, he's never going to say that where he is. He's
No,
He is a
no,
veil.
but he and I have an understanding.
We have an
Unspoken,
arrangement.
but
haven't
it's there.
spoken yet. Yeah.
We have an arrangement.
But he's he's able to be a little bit more brave about it. The fact that he's
Yeah, who's gonna fight the
He's
12?
12 foot tall,
12.
has wings and a tail,
and a chalk.
and breathes acid.
Didn't say he had wings. Has a tail.
he does have wings.
He does have
He's
wings.
after
He said he
Shit.
has wings.
Yeah.
He's compensated
Anyway.
a little bit more than you, unfortunately.
I'll get my wings.
Ladies, gentlemen,
Can you find the right bell?
we are here to finish accords and substantiate the government of my country. This is a great occasion. And in order to show my appreciation, I've brought you something that none of your eyes have seen. For I have found them in their natural habitat, and I brought you 2 of them. And they bring out on rolling tables both a male and a female of the human species, dressed in look like they're wrapped in aluminum foil, for our lack of better term. They're wearing silvery clothing.
Does it say
Head to
Nassau
toes.
on it?
Well, it's got emblems on it, but they're laying down, so I don't know if you can read them. You can make
I thought they all burned.
Oh,
No,
oh
remember
God, no.
we left a big old encampment of them? You weren't there, never mind.
Yeah. Ixnay, octave, Eaterlay.
I'll show you. I can cast gun.
From this distance, can we see if we can make out any of the symbols or anything? Any logos or emblems?
Better than what I thought it was going to be. So
I don't know. Maybe maybe on their feet.
No, they're laying on the bed on these tables, and he rolls them out. And as he brings them out, he says, "Would you like to see them without their wrappings?" And of course, there's a roar from the Grim in particular is like rubbing his hands together and just licking his lips, looking like this is going to be great.
That's not creepy. It's not creepy at all. It's totally normal.
Yeah, so a bunch of people wanted to see 2 humans naked.
Cassandra's positing that they could be astronauts.
Solar
Huh.
eclipse. Solar eclipse.
We've
You see the
never
dark side of the
never
sun.
encountered Nassau. That's absurd. I don't even know what that means.
So then music starts, and it's this rather rhythmic, drum heavy, heavy cadences as they raise the tables so that the figures are. You basically see that they're actually held to the table source with arm braces and leg braces, and once they got them in the stand-up position, this rat person comes out with twin butterfly blades. Starts doing this Benihana like spinning the knives around, and basically starts to remove the clothing by cutting close enough to cut the cloth but not hit their skins. And each time there's a burst of clapping, and after about probably 8 or 10 minutes of all these flourishes, he finally steps out in front of them, puts the blades behind, so the blades are on the backs, and brings his hands down like this beside them, and cuts the last piece, and the whole of the clothing falls off, so you can see the male and female au natural. There's clapping and roaring from. And it dawns on you: there's not a human being in the building, not a normal mortal among you, anywhere.
I mean, between the 2 of us, there's one.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Thank
there
you
are
for
no,
including.
but there are no other scorn either. Everybody in the building right now
He is non-human.
is
I know.
non-human. So the clapping stops. And there's complete silence, and Phoebus walks out between them and says, "Do we remember the past?" Nobody says anything for a moment, and then the Grim stands. "I remember." Then the Gray stands up and says, "I remember." And they all are starting to.
The word.
Yep. I don't remember anything.
For those looking at the camera, off camera is a very long pact saying humans need to be controlled.
Spoilers.
I mean, we can
If
take
somebody in
one
the
more
room
right
doesn't
now.
know yet, so.
You're gonna have to read that.
Later.
Later. Anyway, by the time he's standing there watching, and basically slowly and surely, all of the Eldrin, all of the Undrin
Oh man, it's
stand as well.
dark. That's why.
The only person that's not standing are the Tarmok.
Tell me again what Charmark are. Those are the
Tarmac.
They're like
Minotaurs.
Minotaurs, yeah.
That's Angus.
Full people.
And Angus is sitting back in his chair, cowboy boots kicked up on the table. He looks like a cowboy from a western. He even has
A cowboy western.
he is a cowboy from a western. He's got sidearms on his hips, But it's really funny is they literally look like cork pop guns because they've got little corks in the ends of them with little tiny strings attached to them. Across his back has a larger one with an even larger cork stuck in it, but there's no string on that one.
You die if he fires that one.
They'll all hit you hard. I know what those are.
Anyway, he's picking his fingers. He's
I know
looking
where
over
it
at you
comes
guys. What about you, Whitey?
Oh, I stand up. I'm definitely standing.
You stood up?
Is our table standing?
Everybody at the table but you and Angus.
I would
I
have stood up
stand-
in time with the people around me.
Okay, fair
not
enough.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Mhm.
To
Same.
not draw attention.
You are standing up?
Yeah.
About you, Glenn?
Does it matter?
Can anyone tell?
Can you tell? Yes, Glim stands up on his chair, so the difference is from
No,
two,
it's fine.
2 feet up
That's fine.
to 2 feet,
Only
3
one
inches.
sit down is Angus, and Angus goes, well, you know, I seen one better, and I don't necessarily like the idea of fighting against the uninitiated. So I recognize I'm probably not going to be doing no business with you folk. Phoebus turns to him and goes, excuse me, we invited you here. And Angus says, I know, and it's been just a really good party up till now. But like I said, I've seen purtier ones a lot closer up than that one. Quite frankly, I ain't no particular about seeing nobody's dangus hanging out like that. It's just downright embarrassing.
I gotta get closing pretty soon, so.
Alrighty.
I'm actually about to
It's
say it's
almost
almost
10:30.
10:30.
So, if you all don't mind, I'll be making my exit. Phoebus roars.
Goodbye.
Angus slowly comes to his feet. He says, he actually looks around, and it's almost like he recognizes something in you guys because he takes an extra couple of seconds to look at each one of you. He says, this ain't over, and I ain't playing. Puts his hand on his hip like he's reaching for the weapon.
I duck.
Everybody tenses. And he looks up, and as he looks up, he winks at you. And there's a little clap of thunder, and he's gone. We will end there for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for being a part of it.
This
Make
has been
sure
on the
you
show.
hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the little button for the alerts, and we'll definitely keep you in track on when all of our sessions come up. Make sure you catch up with us. Let's see, from chronology from here. Sunday at 1 o'clock. Monday at 6. Wednesday at 6. And then again here Friday. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay.